What is up, everybody? What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of The Rewind. Get your breakfast ready because we are about to get it on and popping. Let's go.
Five, four, three, two, one.
What is up, people? What is up? We are back. Welcome. Another episode of The Rewind, the best show on YouTube. Big Ford Entertainment. Bryon, the Grizzly. What's up, brother? How you doing this morning?
I am feeling good, feeling great. Woke up this morning, made some breakfast, made some food for my kids. Had a really good morning, Woke up, walked outside with the dog. Couldn't believe it. I was like, it's 60 degrees in Chicago. It's supposed to be 80 tomorrow. I'm loving life.
That's
I got
good,
my tickets
man.
to Michael. Dude, this is it.
Same here. Got my tickets to Michael. Weather's not too bad. We got a couple of comments in the chat. Let's go with the chat comments here. We got Collector here. He said, "Hey, Bryon and Nzo. Good morning to you, both. Bryon, did you see we were supposed to get the first trailer of Avengers Doomsday on April 16th at CinemaCon? Hopefully,
Yep.
it will go up online a few hours later. Can't wait."
Oh, it definitely will. It's going to be a CinemaCon, and then we're talking about Michael right now. This is why I was going to bring that up, because I guarantee it's going to be a trailer for Michael. It doesn't make any sense to not do it there.
I agree, and Michael. And I heard a report that Michael is one of the best biopics ever so far. That's what I seen early. So
It's going
yeah,
to
it
be
makes
a
sense.
billion-dollar movie. It's going to look. First off, I'm going to be honest. Be honest, we're black, so
Bias.
you have bias. Like, it's in your blood. There was no way that we weren't going. If it was just decent Michael Jackson, we were going to go see it. That's just it.
Facts.
I think there's going to be a whole church groups going to see. Michael Jackson was Jehovah's Witness. There's going to be church groups going to go see Michael because that's what you do. You support these. He's the greatest of all time. So we're going to support it regardless. But now it looks good too. You had me at hello.
Facts. Preach, brother. Bryon, just watch your video where movies that make you cry. I put in my 5 movies that make me cry, 2 TV shows that always make me cry. Very nice. Very nice. 8 days left until I go see Michael for an early screening. Yes, Collector. Thank you. It's showtime, but I don't see no show.
You know what's funny? So we were in the back, right? So Brandman is supposed to be joining us. We were just waiting on Brandman to jump in. We're trying to be nice people, nice hosts and stuff like that. So, but Danny don't know nothing about that.
Facts, 100%. And I got bone to pick with you, Danny. You know what I mean? How come you didn't read the super chat that I sent you yesterday on your show, man? Hurt my feelings, bro. I sent you a super chat, and I was like, okay, let me see Danny. And Danny was like, oh, thank you for coming. Goodbye. And I was like, you mother effer. All right, I see you, Danny. I see you.
Speaking of super chats, you show collectors.
Yeah, I did this one here. It's
Oh, but
I-
it is a show as a super chat. Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, you see the $4.99 there, but I do apologize for not saying thank you for the super chat.
100%, man.
Collector.
You're an awesome collector. Just always gotta say
Absolutely.
thank you for that, man.
Absolutely, 100%. All right, I see Brown Man in the back. Just give me 1 second while I bring
It's
him
proof that we were waiting for Brandman. You guys don't believe in us.
in.
I am so sorry. Hang
You
on,
are
I'm
good.
setting up my background.
You're good. No,
hang on.
it's the fact that everyone's like, "Oh no, what you doing? What you talking about?" No, we were waiting. We got this. So.
That's Danny, right? Danny always trolling, coming in here, hating on us and stuff like that. But you know what, Danny? We still love you, brother. We still love you. Trust me on that one. I am watching you guys on my big screen. Nice. Said,
Awesome.
where are they? They're running late. Bro, they always running late.
This was all on me. I will.
No, Danny's kind of right. We do usually start late. Danny's kind of right. But, you know what I mean? Danny got to be calling us out on stream and shit like that. You know, it's not cool, Danny. Not cool.
Right, man.
You know what I mean? But don't worry, you're gonna get yours. Marvel Television head Brad Winderbaum has now confirmed it. This is indeed the Watcher in Daredevil. I knew it.
I knew it.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm. Great Easter egg
Really?
that they did there. A lot of people, because I posted on the little post that you sent, Eli. A lot of people were like, oh no, it's just this, it's just that. But now that there's confirmation, I'm gonna go back to that post and be like, told you. Did you get the super chat? Yeah, collector, we got it. Thank you very much, much appreciated. He said, I think I thanked you at the end of the show, sir. I always appreciate the support. I'm pretty sure I recognize you, sir. You, my boy, all but love. Listen, hey, you got to come in here and troll me. I got to troll you right back, brother. It's
Exactly.
all good. It's all
Exactly.
good. To be honest with you, I think I kind of sent it because I was like a little delayed behind. So I probably sent it like right as you were closing up the stream. But you already know I had to come at you, brother. You already know.
You're supposed to do. I mean, you have to have fun. When you talk with your boys, man, that's what you do. You poke fun at them a little bit.
Absolutely. I just want to say welcome, Brandman, to the first time on the Rewind. Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. We've got a good show for you guys. We've got a lot of good
Thank you so much
topics.
for having me too.
No worries, brother. No worries. So we're gonna get into the first topic real quick, and it's something I know you guys are clamoring to hear and listen to us talk about. And yeah,
He's going to hate. This is what he does, and he doesn't remember stuff, but it's okay. You know that he's gonna flow through him.
let's get into it. All right, guys. So the first topic on the board is Maul, and we got a little article here about how Maul is kind of staying true to George Lucas's idea. So first off, before I get into the article, let me ask both of you guys, what did you think about Maul, Shadow Lords?
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a really, really cool start. I think Maul as a character very much worth exploring. I really like the animation on this show. I was telling Bryon the other day that one of the shining points was the animation. There were like points where the background kind of looked like an oil painting, which I thought was super dope.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like when they just allow villains to be villains, and it doesn't seem like they're giving him a redemptive arc or doing some kind of gray area with Darth Maul. For now, we're only 2 episodes in, so it may or may not be too early to tell. But I hope they keep running with that. I like the lightsaber, the action scenes. Like I said, some stuff is just better suited for animation.
Agreed. So wait, we got a super chat here from the Spoil Kings, and trust me, guys, Bryon sent his own super chat to say Bryon is right. All right, that is not Tank this morning.
No, it's
And
good.
Bryon is here, so that
I
is
sent it specifically to you. I wanted to make sure you got the super chat. I don't need to save myself money, but I sent it to Nzo on his channel, so he gets that super chat, and he knows Bryon is always right.
And you notice how I didn't read it, right? I'm just saying, okay? I did not read that. Collector sent another one. He said, Anzo, no hating, no Daredevil. We know you like it. Bryon has clipped it. Bryon's lying. It's AI. It's AI, Collector. Thank you for the super chat again, but it's
Guys, but wait till next week.
AI.
When I'm running it, I will play the entire thing about him loving Daredevil and how much he just appreciated. And it's funny because I knew he might take it down, so I downloaded it, right? Just in case.
Danny said, Maul is fire, one of my favorite villains in Star Wars. I only wish they would do a Mace animation, maybe one day. And what up,
Thank
Nick
you.
Jones? How you
Thank
doing?
you. A Mace animation would be dope.
Okay, so first off, before Bryon goes, let me do this because I did say that I wasn't really a fan of Maul. I'm gonna tell you there were some things that I didn't like. Technically, I was kind of playing 2K at the same time while I was watching it, so I'm gonna go back and watch it again and give it another chance because my son was like, "Yo, Maul is fire," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" What? No. So I go back and watch it again. I'll give it a real chance where I'm not distracted or anything. And then I'll tell you what I didn't like from what I've seen so far. But Bryon, go ahead. Your thoughts first.
All right. I mean, that's actually a good setup for what I'm going to say. I think that it was very good setup.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped two episodes because they have to set up what the story is going to be. I believe the story is going to be fire. I think the animation is incredible. I think the fight scenes are epic, and Maul is a badass. But it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of setup, and they have to do that to you understand where you are cinematically. You need to understand in what timeline things are happening, and I think they did a good job with it. I thought the first one was start off with a bang, all type of fighting immediately. You see what Maul is, you see his brother, you see all these things. You explain who people are. You see Jedi, why they're hiding out, why he's interested in certain characters. All this stuff makes total sense, but it's a lot of setup. So for me, I don't want to say this is the best thing ever because I'm expecting more. So now, if I get something that's very similar all the time, this entire time, then I'm going to say this shit sucks. But if it continues to grow, by episode 5, we're going to be like, this is one of the best things I've seen in animation on TV for a while. Got to be in between. So I'm not going to sit there and give it flowers right now and say, oh, this is the best thing ever. It's not the best thing ever right now. It has an opportunity to be good, really, really good.
Yeah, we're still early on in the game, so like I said, as far as starts go, thought it was a pretty good start. They just need only run with it at this point. So yeah, hopefully they keep that momentum. And like the voice act, Sam Witwer, I know he's got a lot of Star Wars tenure. I'm liking him as the voice of Maul.
Really? Because I wasn't too sure if I liked the voice yet. I gotta go back again. I wasn't kind of feeling it. And then another thing that was bothering me, and I'm like, wait, do we have like cops? Like, are these like cops? Wait, why do we have cops? I'm like, okay, whatever. So that was kind of like funny to me. Like, I'm not sure if I'm feeling that right now. The animation is, yeah, go ahead.
You also, one thing I would say, they went from this big, Maul was this giant world entity, like, government game changer, right? And then he's now more of like,
a crime boss.
Crime boss, yeah, exactly.
I don't like that either.
He's very small of the character of who he is.
Yes.
But it's building, and I know this is real. I know this is something that's going on in the Maul. I mean, you got the comic book that's out right now at the same time, and I'm reading that. But it just seems like he is smaller on the scale than where I think Maul should be. It's kind of like Spider-Man could be in movies, Spider-Man could be in TV shows. Daredevil's mostly in TV shows because they're those type of heroes. And then you have people like Captain America and Thor who aren't great on TV shows. They'll be great in movies. It's just like I feel like Maul is a movie great, and it's hard putting it smaller. But it's just the beginning. So I think this is a stepping stone. So I can't argue with that right now. I just don't know where it's going to be going.
And Maul does not need to be a crime boss. He's a Sith Lord. I can get
no, he's a Sith Lord.
I can get Boba Fett being a crime boss. I can get that, but not freaking Maul. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm kind of getting this little disconnect with it, where like I just don't. Maul's like one of them, a Sith. Like he don't need nobody behind him. He go wipe out everybody, and most of the people he's messing with are actual just humans. So Maul don't need to be doing no you know what I mean? He could wipe out a whole police force like that by himself. So,
but having Jedi being hidden everywhere is going to help this. So him being a crime boss kind of just sucks a little bit. But having Jedi going against him, so now we still get Sith Lord versus Jedi, good versus evil, all that. And then Maul saying, I'm not evil, I'm just what's necessary. I'm the other side of seeing the full picture. And we all know how Jedi are kind of, one-sided in a lot of stuff. So it kind of makes sense and it works. So I understand where they're going, but you need to have something more epic, and that's why having Jedi that are lost around can help him being a crime boss.
That's another thing I was going to say because you mentioned timeline earlier, right?
Hmm.
Now, I got to question where this is in the timeline because this is after Order 66. I think another problem that I have with but just not this show, but Star Wars in general, it's like they're always bringing in Jedis and I'm like, "Wait a minute. The Jedis are supposed to be a thing, but you're always finding one Jedi over here, one Jedi over there." You know what I mean? It's like how many Jedis are there actually really? And when we go back to A New Hope, it's only Yoda and Ben before he dies. You know what I mean? Those are the last two. So
That we know about. It's still an entire galaxy.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so I get that. I get you can take liberties as to that we know about, but technically in Star Wars, they are the last two. You know what I mean? So right, because Vader has been hunting Jedi's and stuff like that. Now I know you can take liberties with it because you can say, "Oh yeah, they only thought they were the last two, but there were others scattered out around there." I get that 100%, but I don't know. I find it a lot better when it was like they were on the verge of extinction. You know what I mean? Where it
Hmm.
was just those two, and then now you're adding little ones here and there. Kind of beats the purpose for me. But that part is just a nitpick. But let's read the article and see what it says because another thing they're saying is, and this article is showing that this is going to keep the ideas of what George Lucas had in mind, and that could be a reason why people are loving it right now. So it says Lucasfilm and Disney Plus are back in the release game with their new Star Wars material, thanks to the release of the first two episodes of the animated Star Wars Maul Shadow Lords, bringing back Sam Wither's Sith Lord. This show will give Maul a chance to shine in his own solo adventure during the Galactic Empire's rise to power, all while building his own reputation in the criminal underworld on the planet Janix, along with a few noble characters from Star Wars lore, such as Jedi Master Iko Doika, whatever. No, I'm not even gonna try to do that. Star Wars Lord will pit Maul alongside a horde of new players in the galaxy far, far away. Now, speaking exclusively with MovieWeb, Maul actor Sam Witter discussed the relationship between his character and newcomer Devon Azara in Maul, Shadow Lord. Asked about what makes the connection between them so deep, particularly with both having shaped by a broken system. Wither explains how Devon is going through a version of the same thing that Maul went through, making him ask what his responsibility is to her, deciding that he must be morally superior to Darth Sidious. He avoids even more suffering by taking on the responsibility of looking after Devon. Well, he can see that. He can see a lot of himself in her and understands what she's going through because he went through a version of the same thing. So, what's interesting is that as the series goes on, no matter who you are, whether you're Darth Maul or if you recognize yourself in a young person, the next question is, what is my responsibility to that younger person? How should I treat that person? Should I treat that person the way I was treated by my mentor, or maybe not? That may not be the right thing. Maul has made the decision that he must be morally superior to Darth Sidious, otherwise Maul deserves all the suffering he's ever gotten, right? But if he is more morally superior to Darth Sidious, then he can righteously indignate, but that comes with some responsibility. However, Maul may have intentions in his venture, possibly being facilitated by the idea of a connection with another being. Having plenty of training in the dark side, he does not have experience in making connections, rather being taught that those connections are the fastest way to get yourself killed or become weak. But the interesting thing about the comparisons is that Maul may have intentions, he may have ideas, he may have facilitated with the idea of connection with another being, but what training does he have seeking out that connection? Well, he has the training of the dark side of the Force, he has the training of a Sith. So, how does that work? He is not trained to have connections. In fact, he has been taught those connections that are fastest way to get yourself killed or become weak. So he's a real tradition. He's in a real transitional point in his life. So first off, what are your
That's
thoughts?
really good.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go with this. So, the idea of him having to decide, I think it's also something that we saw with Ben and having to learn how to be a leader. You know, how to have someone apprentice, not just apprentice, but like someone that you care about. Especially after being turned off for so long. Ben is another person that had to turn off for so long. His last person that was under him, underling, was Anakin. Like, you know, like all of a sudden, and he went towards, you know, the dark side. So when he has Luke and you see him going towards that same stuff, he had those same type of feelings, knowing that it's his son. Maul's going to have all these negative feelings towards, you know, Darth Sidious, who did the same stuff to him, not wanting to have that same stuff happen overall without having any knowledge of how to actually do this or how to accomplish it. So I think that's really interesting overall, and it's a good take by Filoni. I think this is a great idea, and I love the way if they can run with it. I still wonder if it's too small, and will it get bigger? And knowing that they're already going to a season 2, my thought is that it does get bigger.
I got you, Bradman.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of wiggle room to really go big with that. I am very curious as to where they're going with it. Reading up on it, just to kind of, because I know I do like a lot of comparisons or like draw comparisons, but you know, it kind of gives me Penguin or Oswald and Victor vibes. Was that the character's name that he was mentoring?
I said Penguin.
Was that the character's name, Victor? That he was kind of under his wing?
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see where this potential mentorship could end up. Would Maul end up taking this person as a long-term apprentice? Would he end up screwing them over like Oz did Victor? we know how that ended up.
He doesn't know. No, he don't say.
Because I'm
to watch the Penguin. He says it's caca, and he's wrong. He's so wrong. This is a perfect point to show how wrong Anzo is. This is why I say Bryon is always right, and we have to deal with Anzo saying this stuff. Penguin, Brandman didn't know nothing about this. He just
exactly.
Penguin is great. This is what we do. Penguin is great, and Anzo hates. This is what.
And I was gonna tell Brandman, you get one more time to say that crappy ass show on the show. I know it's the first time on here. You know what I mean? The first time on here, so you don't really know. I give you a pass, but we don't be talking about that crap over here, right?
Just wait till next week.
Go ahead, Brandman. Continue what you were saying.
But just considering what we have to go on with the character of Maul, what kind of character he is, what we've seen him as in the past, what we see him as currently, I'm really, it kind of goes back to what I say when you just need to make a villain a villain. So I hope it ends with something very, very devious.
I'm glad you brought that up, because do you get the vibe like they're trying to make him like a sort of anti-hero?
That's kind of what I'm fearing. And Bryon will tell you, Bryon and I have talked about this multiple times. I hate that. I do. There's certain villains that you do not need a gray area with. We don't need the villain always walking the line. We don't need them always to have redeeming qualities. I kind of feared that at certain points during my first watch of the first 2 episodes, and I sincerely hope they don't. You know, don't shy away from making a villain a villain.
That's what I'm worried about. What about you, Bryon?
I think. Well, so the problem is Darth Sidious is the Emperor is the real villain, and if you're turning away from the villain, it's hard for you to be a villain and not be an underling of him. So he is in a gray area, but he's still a bad guy. So you have wiggle room because of that. I just want bad to be bad. But I mean, there's still, he's coming from a place where there were apprentices. This is what you have. It's still the rule too. Like, he's coming from that era. So he's going to be looking for someone under him. And I think if he was trained correctly, he could still do those things and still accomplish a lot of it. And still be bad.
I hope they don't go the anti-hero route. I really hope they don't do that, right? Because I find, like, and we go with talking about movies like Craven, stuff like that. I know it's Sony, but whenever they're trying to make a villain movie, they seem to feel, well, let's make him an anti-hero. And I'm like, no, why can't we get a villain movie where we're seeing the perspective of a villain? He's just doing crappy stuff. You can have like the background characters trying to stop him, the good guys, but focus it on the villain where he's just doing some bad stuff throughout the whole show, not trying to be an anti-hero. You know what I mean? So I hope they kind of stick with doing that with this one. But guys in the chat, let us know what you think. Are you excited for Maul? Now I know it says in the title that they keep George Lucas's vision and then they don't talk about it. So that was kind of weird, you know. Seems like kind of.
But you do know that George Lucas had a whole different plan going forward for all this stuff, and apparently this is part of it.
This is part of it. Yeah. This is actually part of George Lucas' plan. So that's why I'm saying this could be another reason why a lot of people are enjoying it so much, because it's part of what George Lucas was planning on doing, which makes it feel a lot more like Star Wars than anything else. Now, to be honest with you, I still have an issue with the dialogue because the way they talk doesn't feel like Star Wars talk, right? I still think they haven't gotten that part correctly. You know what I mean? Like when you watch the George Lucas stuff and they're having dialogue, it feels like an ancient dialogue. It feels like, you know what, but when I watch Maul, it feels like just me and you guys having a conversation. So I think they need to kind of work around that, and I think that's been a problem with the sequel movies as well too. So but again, that's just another nitpick of mine too. But we're gonna go through the comments. Let's hear what you guys had to say. Collector said it's cold here in Michigan, 42. It's kind of nippy in here too. I woke up this morning, I'm like, yeah, why is it so cold in here, you know? But he said, sorry that I spelled your name wrong, Brian, in the super chat. Speech to text typed it that way. Don't worry about it, Collector. It's fine. I want Plagueis either animated or live action. Okay, so what do you guys think about Plagueis? Because they tried to do Plagueis.
No. Just leave it alone. When you mess it up that bad, you can't do it again.
Yeah, I'm not too invested in Plagueis, so I could take it or leave it.
I agree with you 100%. After what they did in the Acolytes, I'm like, if you want to do Plagueis, I don't know. But I've said this too, where, and I know you guys said Mace, and I would be okay with Mace too, right? I like the character, but let's get away from the Skywalker stuff, right? Let's do something new. Let's go into the past, way in the past, way in the future, something like that. Let's get rid of the Skywalker stuff, right? I think you're going into the well way too much, and you're convoluting it, you're changing things around, you're messing up history, and I don't like it. If you go and start your own thing, that's what Filoni should be working on. Like, listen, I'm going to move away from this stuff, all right? I'm going to take what I learned from George Lucas, and I'm going to create my own trilogy or something like that I can build off of and make it your own, right? Until he does that, he's never going to make Star Wars his own, right? So I would like him to do that.
A nice of the old Republic. You go in the past, you go to the Republic, you go in the future. You do something like that to that effect. And he's creative, so I can see him do it. I do have a question though. Do you guys think Devin Izara is going to end up being Darth Talon?
I hear the talk about that. It's possible. It's definitely possible. I think that's where they would be going with that, especially when you hear that
species. They're the same species.
Same species, and the fact that they're taking liberties, they're taking stuff from George Lucas. I know George Lucas loved the Dark Talon character and stuff like that, so I believe that they're going to do it. What about you, Brahman?
Yeah, I could see them. Doing that for sure. I think, honestly, it's only a matter of time before we get that announcement. They kind of seem set on doing more expanded universe Star Wars stuff because we have, in addition to Maul, we have the Starfighter movie, we have the Mandalorian movie. Is there another movie coming soon that they announced?
I think those are the only ones so far.
You still have the Taika one that might still be in development.
And isn't there like a rumored James Mangold one too?
I thought Mangold walked away. Did he walk away?
I think so. Which is a shame because that could be pretty interesting coming from a filmmaker like him. But yeah, I think it's only a matter of time.
I agree.
But And I also agree. Like, it would be cool if we do a little more straying from the Skywalker family. I know that they are, the centerpiece of a lot of things Star Wars, but it's such a big
No, it's
universe that there's a lot that you could do stuff with. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
well.
Go.
I don't need you forgetting what Star Wars is, and this is why we're gonna get into this not Rogue One, because I actually like Rogue One. We're gonna get into this Andor crap, and this is why I'm just it can't talk Star Wars without talking about Andor. And I know Collector loves it, and I know it bothers him, but I gotta say, F Andor. I don't need any of that stuff. You can get away from the Star Wars, the Star Skywalker stuff, but you ain't got to go back to that. I don't need to know the behind the scenes. I'm a kid that didn't like Lion King 1.5. I don't need to have the behind the scenes. I don't care about these ancillary characters. I don't care about the damn the leopard on the other side. How did it affect the leopard? No, let's go talk about these main characters and let's go further in the future or further in the damn past. Why do we always got to talk about? I don't care about these other characters. I don't. This is a great story. Let's get away from this story. Let's get away from it. No.
Yes.
Leave it alone.
And I will second you right then and there. Andor is hot, Danny. Caca. All right? It is caca, right? The steaming pile of shit that came out of your butt right away. That's what Andor is. Yes, Andor is. Sorry, Collector. I know you like it. We know you do, and I get it. But you don't put no Jedi, no Sith in it. It is not Star Wars. It's Star Trek.
If you don't have the Force, that's all I ask for. I don't even ask for anything. I don't need that. You don't have to have Jedi. You don't have to have Sith. You don't have to have any of this stuff. Good, evil. If you don't have the Force, you can't tell me it's Star Wars. It's Dune.
No, it's Star Trek. All right, let's be real. It's Star Trek. All right, Andor is a Star Trek clone. Right, that's why it's so trash. All right, I'm just saying.
Now, once again, Bryon is always right, and now I gotta listen to this stuff. It's not Star Trek.
Danny said this. Let me ask you a serious question. If it would have been Mace instead of Luke in The Mandalorian season 2, it wouldn't have gathered a similar fan reaction. Be truthful. It would be epic. Listen, I think it would have been good, but I don't think anybody would have had the same reaction as they did with Luke.
You can't compare Mace to Luke.
Yeah, no.
That's not fair to Mace.
No, it would have been great, but Luke, like, that's the one thing everybody complained about with the sequel trilogy, right? What you did, you destroyed Luke. Everybody wanted Luke, and the minute you got a good Luke, yeah, that it needed to be Luke. It really did. It needed to be Luke. Said crime is still happening in the universe if you read the EU. So first off, we don't read no EU in this area here. All right, EU is not canon. So EU makes I don't care. I do not care anything about the EU. When you take something from the EU and bring it in the universe, then I'll have care about it.
Problem is that they're cherry pick. They cherry pick a lot of stuff out of the EU.
Yeah.
So I can't say it's not. Is it canon? Is it directly canon? No.
Yeah, no, 100%. You could cherry pick, and then when you bring it into canon, then I'll care about it. But until it's not canon, I don't give a damn what. Like, I know a lot of people like, oh my God, you gotta watch this fan film, the Stars film. I know Star Wars Theory is making this fan Star Wars film, and I don't like them. They feel like fan films. I'm not into, like, I don't care. I think they sent one with this Luke and going back to Tatooine or Dagobah or something like that. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Just the fan stuff doesn't do it for me, and that's what the EU is, and it just doesn't do it for me. You know what I mean?
Some EU is good, so I'm like, I can't hate on it.
No, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is, but for me, I haven't read anything that was good, or I haven't seen any fan film that was good either. I know that the Star Wars Theory did the Mace animated thing. Oh, it's so good. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. No, it's not. You know what I mean? And I see him doing, I think it's Vader Part 2, and he even has the black guy that voices does he voice Spawn? No, he doesn't voice Spawn. He voiced someone. I can't remember who he is, but very known. He's in a lot of black movies too, and he has him voicing Mace Windu for his new project. And I was like, I don't
Keith
care.
David.
No, it's not
Was it
Keith.
Kevin Michael Richardson?
Oh, that might be right.
I think so. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I think you're right. I think that's him. Uh, but I think that's him. Yeah. But he has the guy voicing. He did a lot of behind the scenes stuff on his channel, and I was like, okay, well, that's good that you have him. But I mean, I kind of don't care. You know what I mean? Like it's a fan film, so I don't really care about what you're doing. To be honest with you. Let me see. Hold on. I'll go to his channel real quick. But I'll get to the rest of the comments here, and I'll try and find it later. He said, Danny said, Anzo, you know there are Jedi because the Inquisitors were formed Jedi that Vader broke, and their sole purpose was to hunt Jedis that survived. But that's the thing I'm talking about, though, right? We got to get to the part where there are no more Jedis, and I think
There's never a time when there aren't any Jedis, and that's why I think the Force will continuously to have people that are Force sensitive, and then there will always be people that are trained, not classically trained Jedi, but there will always be people that are part of the
okay.
good that
So,
are trained by that.
so
Because there's
there
always Jedi still walking around.
No, there will always be Force users. I agree with that, right? But the Jedi is an order that, is extinct by the time we get to A New Hope, right? So this is what I'm saying. So
They're not extinct. They just it's dead. It's dead. But the members, so like it's like
no,
saying
they're dead. There's only two.
There's not only two. There's only
There's
two
only
in the
two.
known. There's only two on the known universe.
No, two Jedi, right? Return of the Jedi. That's Luke coming back as a Jedi
It's
because
a group though. So, but it's like saying, all right, so we got the Lakers, right? And the Lakers are disbanded. So there's no more Lakers. That doesn't mean the people that were the Lakers all died out. It wasn't 500 years. So like the people that were Lakers are still there. So
yeah,
if they bring
but the Lakers, they left, right? They were killing Jedis. That was what Darth Vader was doing. So by the time Star Wars comes around, there is only two. It's Ben and Luke. Those are the only
obviously
two
we
Jedi.
know there's not only two because we've seen in the rest of these shows that there's been
because every
they're standing around, they're just giving up on their stuff.
Because every time they do a new show or series, they're like, hey guys, there's another Jedi around. Hey guys, there's this Jedi, right? That's what they're doing, and I don't like that. That's what I'm saying. By the time we get to Star Wars, there's only two. So to have them running around collecting, and I really have an issue with that. But that's just me. Collector, did you watch the Acolytes? They showed Plagueis in that show. Yeah, absolutely trash. Tony, what's up? Tamika, what's up? Tamika, yeah, what's up? Oh, so my bad. He said,
It literally says exactly what I said when I look it up. It says, no, there are thousands to tens of thousands of Jedi. There just was no Jedi Order anymore. They just are lost. So they're no longer accepting the idea of the Jedi. If there were millions of Jedi, like
that is new stuff though. But that is new stuff though. When you watch New Hope, right? And I'm going back to the 1970s. When you watch New Hope, when you watch
only
Empire
two Jedi
Strikes Back,
Masters
there was
left.
only two Jedis, right? But
there was Masters left.
No, there was not even two Jedi Masters. There was Darth Vader and there was old Ben. One Sith, one Sith, and Palpatine.
Yoda.
The rule of two. Yeah. Yoda. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Yeah, my bad. So there was Ben and Yoda. Yes. Now there may have been. Yes.
And there's other ones that are scattered around. It's still a galaxy.
Yes, there may have been Force users still around, right? But they weren't trained in the Jedi Order, right? They weren't Jedis.
So you tell me that everyone that was in the Jedi Order died already?
Yes. By the time Star Wars, yes, he says that Vader is the last one of his order, and when Ben says, oh. When they say, oh, Ben's around, he's like, no, you're the last one of this order. They say that in Star Wars. So that means there's only two of them. That means there's a Sith. They don't know about Ben and they don't know about Yoda. Those are only two that are survived. So that's my problem.
Well, I will read you what George Lucas says, and he disagrees with you, but it's okay because the problem is you're going to say, and this is what it was in 1970, whatever, when it first came out. So I can't argue that point because I can't go back to that point to ask George Lucas. We only could go from George Lucas where he said starting like in '88, you know, so but he said that there were more around and there was only masters, but that's neither here nor there. I'm like, we're
So
gonna get lost.
what does he say? What does he say?
Said that because George Lucas realized there weren't many Jedi, but originally when they were disbanded, there were thousands of them all across the
When they were disbanded,
yeah,
exactly.
when there were thousands of them, and a
Yes.
lot of them died through was it the 501st to storm the Jedi Temple croissant, but there were a lot that ran off. Now they might not have been using the same Jedi. So it's the same Jedi lore because they stopped using the stuff that they were taught, but they were still there.
Right. But they ended up dying by the time of New Hope. They don't get to that in that article. They don't say that. By the time we got to New York Hope, there's only two. But that's no here nor there. But I'll send you some stuff definitely because when it comes to this Star Wars stuff, I've seen every single word and video and everything that George Lucas has ever said about it. So I will let the villain be the villain, like the guy in Avatar. He was helped by Sunny when it suited his needs, and when it didn't, he turned on Sully. He can't be trusted. I like when they do that. Yeah, I agree with you. I think there's some times where it's, the enemy, my enemy is my friend kind of thing, right? But again, I don't want to see Maul be sympathetic to people. You know what I
No,
mean?
wait. So repeat what you just said. You like when you see things that say that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Wrote it down. Got it. Done.
Sometimes. Wait.
No. I'm
Okay.
not trying to go back. Now he's he's complaining about George Lucas, right? And now he's trying to go back and revision this history. I asked him a question. He answered in front of you guys.
If you're trying to connect that to what I said about
I'm just going to put that right there, and then we'll come back to that a little bit later.
I'll wait. I'll wait till your original connections that. Star Wars, oh my God, here goes Anik Jones. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Star Wars is an overrated franchise. People going crazy over it is mind-boggling to me. When I watch Star Wars, all I see is a space movie with terrible costumes. All right, there's Bigger Ford Entertainment 2 in the chat there, just so you guys know. If they do Old Republic, they better do it 100% accurate, no changes.
No changes. The story's already there. It's like it's like
do that, though, B. You don't like that. You don't like when they do it where they don't change anything. You like to have them to change stuff.
Sometimes if there's some stuff like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Especially when the story's already there. It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender. What was M. Night Shyamalan doing? Like if the story's there already and it's cinematic enough, and all you need to do is translate it, just do that.
I think you have to change some things, right? Because I don't think people want to see everything like they read in the book. You know what I mean? I think that's what The Walking Dead had to do. They had to change a few things around because you know what's going to happen, and you don't get kind of a shock value if you know what's going to happen because you read the book. So I think you have to change some things.
Like Invincible or The Boys.
Yeah.
Invincible or The Boys. Yeah, those come to mind for sure. That's a great point, And the changes that they've made, doing a lot of catching up on things like The Boys, Invincible. The changes they've made, if I'm keeping it 100%, have really been for the better for a watchable adaptation, not translation. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So there's stuff like that works to its advantage. Then there's stuff like Sin City where you're just translating it over.
Sin City did work in that aspect of it too, but I also think that when you do that, you can keep the core story. You just change a few things. You know what I mean? Give it something that, I like to say making it your own because usually they're not the same person that did the original, right? So you're making it your own. Derpy said, "Cry about it." Oh yeah, we definitely gonna be crying about it. LOL.
That's funny. I think Collector talked about Dawn of the Jedi, and I believe that Star Wars released that it's on hold, and Mangold is probably stepping away from the project. I think that's the last thing that we heard about it.
Okay, okay. Listen, I get it, right? This is what Star Wars does to us. If we're not arguing about the sequel or the prequels versus the original, you were
F,
arguing about something with Star Wars.
F the
Yeah.
sequels. F, you know
Oh
how many
yeah,
people
yeah,
comment all the time on
yeah.
our video saying the sequels weren't that bad? Man, all I
I,
want to tell them is say,
yeah,
fuck you.
100%.
We're
That's,
we're talking we're talking about the latest trilogy, right?
yeah,
Yes,
the
yes.
sequels, yeah, not the prequel. Prequels, we could argue with the original and the prequels. You could argue so some things are good, some things are bad. We could argue about that. And I'm okay with that argument. When you bring the
Mhm.
sequels into the argument, everyone
Ugh.
should just be like, ah, whatever,
Yeah,
get out of
yeah,
here,
yeah.
conversation.
I don't understand anybody that says the sequels are good. I don't get it. 100%. Uh, this is about the very first Force sensitive that becomes a Jedi. This predates New Republic. It takes place about 7,000 years before the Old Republic. Yeah, I think you got to do something like that. You know what I mean? I think that works.
But that's what they're putting on hold right now.
Okay, I got you. Star Trek is fire, bro. Yeah, the
It
J J
is, and
Abrams,
you know
the
what?
J J Abrams stuff.
I don't want to even argue with you. But where's my Jordy LaForge? Where's my Jordy LaForge when I need it? Oh my God, come on, man. You're supposed to be dealing with black actors. Come on, man. Let's go.
I love Star Wars EU. I consider them better than canon, at least the books are. I know a lot of people do. It just for me, like I said, when it comes to fan stuff, I just never been invested in it. What's up, Fernando? How you doing, brother?
Fernando.
Hey,
Being
Fernando.
late is not a problem. One of the best EU stories is Star Wars Darth Bean. He was dark side Jedi that created the rule of two. Okay. You see,
This shouldn't be.
that is, and I think we need to get rid of the rule of two. I really think we need to get rid of the rule of two. That's what I would have done in the sequel trilogy, where it's like the rule of two hasn't worked. The Jedi are always winning. Now we need to create an army of Sith, to battle the army of Jedi. That's what I would have done. I would have got rid of the rule of two. I'm not really a fan of that. That and the world between worlds, and I know that wasn't the. I
Oh
know
my
that.
God, you're always
I,
on the war
I
between
hate.
worlds.
I hate the world between worlds. I hate it. Um,
It's actually good. It's a good concept. It can actually undo stuff. Like I don't understand why you afraid to let us. I'm trying to get out of the sequels, and Anzo wants us to live. He wants to live in the past. Let's get
You
to the
did
future.
it. You did it. It's fine. Just don't be going back. It's like, oh, we're gonna go use the world between worlds, and bring back Luke. And no, no, no. Road that wasn't plagues. That was dumb Disney down version. Hopefully was Plagueis. Oh, okay, I got you. You're talking about in the movie. No, it was Plagueis that they showed in there. They confirmed it. But yeah, Danny said, I read a lot of EU books. Some of the stories are fire. The story of Darth Bane and the Rule of Two is some of the best Star Wars I've read. They need to make a story about that. I know you love that Darth Bane stuff. The Inquisitors are so dope. They're all right. Ben
Yeah,
Kenobi said in New Hope that the Jedi is all but extinct. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
from what
telling
he
you.
knows, and he's talking about Jedi Knights, and that's what. If he talks about
Yes,
Jedi Knights, then I can't argue. If
yes.
you're speaking on specifically Jedi Knights, I cannot argue with it.
Yes, because if you're not a Jedi Knight, you're just a Force user, right? And Force users have survived 100%. But if you're a Jedi Knight, if you were Jedi, Padawan, a Master, whatever, there was only those ones left. That's all I'm saying.
Because they killed all the younglings, but not all the younglings died is apparently what they said, even though they're all
hmm
dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's a
exactly.
whole argument.
What I meant by doing Plagueis animated or live action TV show is doing it based off the books that came out. Now, if you want to do an animated and you want to stick to like whatever it is in the comic, like you want to do it word for word, whatever, that's okay. I think if you're doing a movie, you have to do something different.
Mhm.
Dawn of the Jedi was pretty good book. It was about the very first Force sensitive. Okay, it took place 10,000 years ago before the Old Republic. Obi-Wan and Yoda went into hiding.
Huh. I've never read that one.
Yeah, me neither. Me
I
neither.
actually have that book. I'll give it to you if you need it. Be
Obi-Wan and
Okay.
Yoda went into hiding for they won't be found by the Emperor, and Vader remembered in the end of Revenge of the Sith, the Emperor and his troops was looking for him and assumed he was dead. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But those are the
100%.
knights of the ones that they know exactly in the Jedi Order. So I can't argue with a lot of what he's saying. But my point is, I feel like the Order I don't believe they were all knights. I think that's how they described it. That the order had, you said, there were knights. There were different levels of Jedi. Now, I believe all the strong Jedi were probably found and killed off because they're connected to the Force. It was easier to track down. But look, if we're gonna do that, then it's gonna be the whole show.
Yeah, yeah, I know, 100%. That's what I'm trying to get. Let it go. We can move on to the next one. Brian, this is your monthly reminder. Read Dragon's Crawler comic
Dungeon
books.
crawler,
Just Dungeons. Yeah, that's it.
dude. So I've already ordered it, and actually, I'm probably not gonna read it. I'm probably gonna listen to it.
I got you. Some geeky guy sent a $2 super chat. Thank you, geeky guy. He said, "Since we brought up Star Wars, Last Jedi is trash." Oh, definitely, no doubt about it. Thank you for super chat, though. Darth Maul should have lived all the way until Revenge of the Sith. We didn't need General Grievous. I agree with that 100%. I
Oh,
think that's I think that's where they made the mistake was by killing George Lucas. I'm sorry, Darth Maul off in the first one, and I think George Lucas realized that because he was okay with them bringing Maul back, right? Like they did in the Clone Wars, and he was still a part of it then. Mango's idea is the only concept that should be made since it actually shows us something new and different. Now the same old retread on Tatooine, not the same old retread on Tatooine. I agree.
and it's so weird because that's when.
Yeah, yeah. I think we need to move away from this stuff. I like the rule of two. I got you. It would be nice if we were talking about Mandalorian and Grogu with this energy. It comes out next month, and it's barely being mentioned. Now, I wonder what that says, though. I'll ask these two guys. What does that say about Mando and Grogu? Like, are you guys excited for it, or just like, man?
I'm
Man,
def. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no, you
No, go
go.
ahead.
I have one word, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested because of who's involved. Like, I love John Favreau. I think he brought Star Wars back for me. With the Mandalorian years back, and Dave Filoni. I like the trailers, but something's not quite resonating with me as much as I'd like a Star Wars movie too. It looks like a fun time.
It's Star Wars
The
as a whole.
Star
It is Star Wars as a whole that's taking the interest so far down. But what's
Yeah,
going to happen is we're gonna get really, really close. First off, Star Wars should have came out on May 4th.
yeah.
I don't know
Agreed.
how you fucked that up.
How do you
you
mess
release
that
the
up?
May and not May 4th?
Agreed.
How do you
Blows my
Agreed.
mess
mind.
that up? You put it out during the 4th, everyone's going to go. It's going to make all the money.
Yeah.
All the Star Wars fans, no matter what they say, are going to flock to it. That would have been perfect.
Agreed.
Why it's the literal definition of you had one job.
Yeah, for real.
Um but I don't know, something's not really. I don't know if it's because some of the Star Wars quality for me has kind of wavered in recent years. Um, but I'm a fan since childhood, so I feel obligated to give it a. I am so sorry,
Yeah, no
like a
problem.
telemarketer calling me. Um, but I'm gonna give it a fair shot, but I'm
I
not as excited for it as some other things coming out soon, and I hate to
I
say that.
always give Star Wars a fair shot, so I will too. But do you guys think it's because it was a TV series that's why it's not generating that buzz? Like you can go back and watch seasons one, seasons two, and you know what I mean, and get your fix that way. You think that's the reason? I don't know. I
No,
don't know
I
what it.
I get, I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying for sure. You know, there's been 3 seasons of The Mandalorian, one spin-off miniseries. They could have just made it a Disney Plus exclusive, Disney
Mm-hmm.
Plus movie.
I
Mm-hmm.
will say this. I think it's going to make a lot of money. I think
I,
what they done is season 3 of Mandalorian and Grogu basically made it into a kid show.
mm-hmm.
And what's going to happen is they're going to grab a lot of the kid audience. Now,
Agreed.
older people that have loved Star Wars for generations, they're in their 50s, they're in their 40s, they're going to go see it without excitement. There's going to be a lot of excitement from the younger generation to go see because of Grogu, and kids are going to go see it and all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. And that's why I think we're going to come back and say it was cute, but it wasn't anything epic. And that's going to be enough for them because it's going to generate money.
Agreed. I agree with you. Getting rid of the rule of two actually makes sense for a sequel where inexperienced Sith keep taking L's, so they build an army of dark force wielders. Exactly. You could have did something like that, you know? The problem with it is they thought, oh, let's just do a rehash of what George Lucas did because that's what people wanted to see. And no, George Lucas has always said that every Star Wars trilogy has to be different from the other one. So I kind of wish they would have did that. And the Dawn of the Jedi, they don't even use lightsabers. They use like sticks, and they're like very small and light up very dimly. And I don't want to see that. I want to see them using lightsabers. I want to see them using that. By the way, so yeah, I got your super chat, Siki guy. Thank you very much. I'm interested in Mandalorian and Gogli. I'm definitely seeing it opening day. I'm seeing it opening day too. I'm just don't
Who's
have
not
the
excited
excitement.
about it?
Yeah. Revenge of the
Yeah,
Sith
it'll be
was. Yeah, go ahead.
Would be.
it'll definitely be a day one viewing for me for sure. You know?
Absolutely.
You know, if it's a fun time, if they deliver in that regard, I'll be pleased. Like I said, Jon Favreau has enough goodwill with Star Wars for me to where, you know, I'm gonna maintain an open mind for sure. I don't really have any ill will towards it. It's just that some of the, from a marketing standpoint, I just kind of expected a little bit more.
No, I agree. Revenge of the Sith was the best of the prequels. Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones were very mid. I could give you that. I like them, but I think Revenge of the Sith is the best. I'm definitely going to do a rewatch of all the Star Wars movies and Mandalorian and the Obi-Wan show and Andor and Ahsoka. Good luck on that one because I will definitely
Andor up, and as much as I love Obi-Wan, I ain't rewatching that, man.
Me neither.
You know, I recently revisited Obi-Wan because he's one of my favorite Star Wars characters,
Good.
and I really like Ewan McGregor as the younger Obi-Wan. It started out strong for me, and then it just kind of went it kind of flatlined, and then it seemed like it was stepping its game up, and then it kind of flatlined again. It wasn't horrible. It was just it just never reached its full potential for me.
Listen,
I feel like it's like watching a movie about Michael Jordan and having him lose.
facts.
They
Facts. Facts. I said this. I said, listen, that Darth Vader should have won that fight. I'm sorry. He should have won that fight. It makes more sense for him to think that he killed Obi-Wan, right? And leave.
I was saying, there's a feel that I haven't felt in a long time.
Yes.
Thinking that he died off because he killed him.
Yes. It makes more sense to me than that, right? If you're going to give that second battle, you have him win that one, 100%. Before I go see Mandalorian and Grogu, and I will be doing reviews for everything that I watch Star Wars. That's good. We'll definitely make sure to check out your Star Wars reviews. As a guy who hasn't watched any Star Wars show other than Mando, skipped season 3, I'm actually decently looking forward to the movie because I'm so detached at this point. You know what? I'm right there with you, Sully. I'm like feeling detached from Star Wars to where you got to do good stuff to bring me back. And I'm like, okay, now I'm excited for some Star Wars, you know? I'm like the biggest Star Wars fan, and I'm very conflicted about Mando and Grogu. We should have gotten an original Star Wars story, not a movie continuation of a TV show. I agree. But the reason why they did it is because Mando was so popular on TV that they knew if they put it in a movie, it's probably going to make money because they can't afford to have any more flops. You know what I mean? So we got to put something out there that we know people like. I just hope you don't ruin it by making it a movie where it feels like the movie feels like it's just we're watching a TV series, right? In movie form. And that's what I hope. Mama Bear, how you doing? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. So Anzo, did you give Andor a fair shot or did you fall asleep before you could get into it? No. I actually gave the first 3 episodes of season 1. I think the episode where I stopped in season 1 is where they were in the forest and he kills that guy to protect the girl or something like that. And I was just like, yeah, no, I'm done.
I think I looked at Andor and I was looking at it and said, okay, it was nothing, something happens. Nothing, something happens. We got into episode 12. I was like, only 3 things that happened in 12 episodes? Not like 3 great episodes. three things that happened. Like that took me out. And I was like, there's no force. You lost me then. You lost me.
Yeah, I didn't even get that far. You know what I mean? 3 episodes in, I was good. Just give us what we all want, live action, Knights of the Old
That's the old
Republic. I agree. I rewatch it because of the lightsaber scenes. Yeah, so we're gonna move on to the next topic real quick, and I got one more comment from Danny. But yeah, can we get back to lightsabers actually killing people, please? Right? We need to get back to that. All right. I'm tired of people getting stabbed with damn lightsabers and surviving. I don't want that anymore. If you read about the rule of two, it explains why Bane did it. It was too much fighting. Look at the Force as being a battery. All of the Jedi's are plugged into the light. Only two on the dark side. So yeah, I know why they did it, right? Because it was a lot of backstabbing and stuff like that. But that's something you could just
So
you could take that out of there
the
easy.
idea is that the force only has enough juice for one side. Like it only has, say, the force is a 500-volt battery, and then there's 500 Jedi. Each Jedi gets 1 volt, and then the best Jedi might get like 10, and everyone else gets less because of it. The idea is that now, so you got 500 volts for the evil, for the dark side, and there's only two. Each one is more powerful. They get 250 volts. But that's not necessarily how it works, though, as we see.
No, exactly. That is not how it works because that's EU crap, and we're not talking about no EU crap, all right? We're talking about George Lucas Star Wars. EU crap is no, it doesn't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And Ruler 2 is EU stuff, but I get that. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to the next topic. We got Bryon, so I'm gonna put him over on this side as he's going to take control of the next topic that we get into. Let me just get Danny's last comment here. He said that's why the Sith go under checking and they seem stronger in some ways because only two drawing off the power of thousands. They need to do a rule of three movie. No, we don't. No, we
Rule
don't.
of three.
Again,
Man.
that's EI stuff. That is not how the Force works. But next topic, let's do it.
Oh,
All right.
all this Star Wars stuff, because we could be here for an hour. Hey, wait, we were here for an hour talking about Star Wars. This is what we do. I knew that it should have gone first because of that. So,
Yeah, for real.
we're going to change tactics, and we're going to talk about Daredevil Born Again season 2, and we're going to talk about the star who's confirmed is dead and teases major season 3 implications. Okay.
So you remember what that means, right, Brian?
Yep. Well, let's just read.
Let's
Let's just read. Before we talk about what's going to happen with Warren, let's just read.
Okay.
Daredevil Born Again season 2 star Vincent D'Onofrio confirms that a certain character did die in this past Tuesday's episode, and hints at what that means for the remaining episodes and beyond. This is some bullshit. In the week's episode, Daredevil Born Again, Vanessa Fisk was caught in the crossfire when Bullseye arrived at Fogwell's gym, seeking revenge and the chance to balance his scales. Gloves off, ended in the villain bleeding out in Kingpin's arms after a piece of glass was left embedded in her temple. While her death was not confirmed, things took look bleak for the mayor's better half. And Vincent D'Onofrio has now confirmed that, yes, Vanessa is dead.
Okay, hold on. Read that part again. Yeah. Read that last part again. Just one more time for me, please. One more time.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I can't believe this. While her death wasn't confirmed, things look bleak for the mayor's better half. And Vincent D'Onofrio has now confirmed that, yes, Vanessa is dead. Sorry,
so who's always right, Brian? Who's always right?
No. So it doesn't mean that she's dead right now. She will die. She will die. I think she's gonna, once again, you're gonna see her flatline. But this is also part of your bet, was that you can see her flatline during the episode, and we'll see her die on screen, because you don't want to see a character that's that important to not die in front of everyone. I think that's the best thing. So but this is hugely surprising, of course, because but it could be considered a spoiler for next Tuesday's episode titled "The Grand Design." Talking to Screen Rant, the actor said that the incident is going to add in a major way to his rage, meaning that the more they do and the resistance to topple my regime, I think the more he wants to get rid of all of them, every one of them. This might explain why recent trailers have shown Fist seemingly on a rampage, laying waste to the man without fear supporters, just killing everybody. I think what happens with Vanessa has rocked him in a way where he's different than he's ever been before. He's not thinking completely clear. D'Onofrio will continue, confirming the fallout of Vanessa's murder will be felt beyond season 2. And just so you know, the effects that doesn't end at the end of the season, the repercussions of her death and what is done to him begins in the 3rd season. If Marvel Television is following comics, we can likely expect the Kingpin to set out and either try and fail to start a new life or attempt to bring Vanessa back by any means necessary, which may lead to the Hand returning to New York. Which means Vanessa could be brain dead. And he's trying to figure out a way to bring her back if you want to keep it in this grounded universe. So we don't know if Vanessa's death was always planned, especially after season 1's creative overhaul. Original plan called it for Sandrine Holt to play the character, of course, in season 2, has moved on from the idea of Vanessa becoming New York's Kingpin in her husband's absence from the underworld. Daredevil Born Again showrunner Dario Scardapane was also on hand to tease what sounds like the most dangerous, unhinged version of Wilson Fisk to date. There's no checks and balance now. What humanized this lonely, scary man, at least in one way, isn't there anymore. So all bets are off. I mean, the gloves are off, prompting executive producer Sana Amanat, I would say Amanat, to add that she was nervously reading it when it happened. Like, oh my God, who is this person going to become? I think everyone will be surprised about where we take this. That's all I can say. Many fans have grown tired of seeing Daredevil fight Fisk, so whatever happens, it wouldn't be the worst thing for the villain to take a backseat in next year's episode, ready for a new threat to emerge. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but all signs are pointing towards Daredevil Born Again 3 to be a very different beast.
Yeah, 100%. But who's tired of seeing him go up against Fist? I think they're both doing an amazing job because they're both good actors, right? I mean, I get it. You might want to see a different villain in the second one, but because they're so good, I don't mind seeing them fight.
I have no idea what the area you guys are talking about because there's no way. So we can end it right here, guys, because it just talks about what season 2 has done. This is just a season 2 trailer. But what do you guys think of this? The fact that we just said Vanessa is dead.
I'll let you go first, Brand Man, because Anzo's always right. So I'll just sit this one back.
Oh my God, this dude.
All right, hold on, Danny. We
needed
Danny. Danny sent a $2 super chat. He said, "Boom." That's right, Danny. Bounce, bounce, my brother, bounce. Go ahead, Brand Man.
we needed that tipping point with Fisk, something to push him completely over the edge, because ever since the beginning, we've always seen him, just kind of on that cusp, and the only thing to kind of reel him back was, or to keep him somewhat level was Vanessa. So in order for Fisk to become full-on Kingpin, the threat that we really know him as, we needed that. That said, Vanessa did it to herself. She did it to herself. She did it to herself.
He told her to stop.
Yep. See, sometimes when someone's trying to tell you some shit, you need to do it. You need to listen.
That comes from a man who's not married. I was just telling my wife to do something right now. She said yes, and I hear her doing the opposite. So,
but you see, that's the difference. They don't listen to us, but we're supposed to listen to them. You know what I mean? Don't tell me what to do, and then they're like, "Go take out the garbage." Yes, dear.
It's all right.
So yeah,
I'll take it out, but I ain't smiling about it.
Facts. Facts. Go ahead, Brad.
Yeah. What's it called? So yeah, I knew it was going to happen. I don't feel bad for her though. Like,
Yeah, it's like, oh
so-
no.
I
oh
don't feel bad at
no,
all. I
it's the
hated
consequences of
that
my actions
character.
coming back to bite me.
I hated that character. I was so glad she's gone. And I think we said it on you guys' stream, or you guys said it. The doctor needs to go next, but
100%.
Vanessa needed to go. Now, I'm going to say this. I know they're not going to do it, but I would love for season 3 to end with Kingpin walking into his building and them showing them opening or them creating that the multiverse thing from Spider-Verse that opens up. That would be so cool if they I know, but that would be so freaking cool if they did that, bro. I'd be like, that is lit. Daredevil will become the best show ever if they did that. But I know.
Not going to make it to Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I know.
Marvel could, well, Sony will sue them so hard.
I know they couldn't do that. I know they couldn't do that. But it would really be good if they did, right? He walks into his building and he goes into that room and he's looking out a window and then you see the thing that they built in there and then it ends like that. I'd be like, that's lit. But yeah.
Collector sent us a $2 super chat saying, Ansel, you're not always right, but even a broken clock is real lucky. You know, you're just lucky. That's all it is. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. That's all it is. He just landed on the right thing. It's a yes or no question.
First off, thank you for the $2 super chat. And yes, I am always right, Collector. We've been proving that constantly, right? So make sure to check out.
We just talked about how you being wrong with the penguin at the first thing. We just talked about it.
Yeah, but that's you guys biased for that crappy ass show, right? You guys already know that I am correct. I will get you on board sooner or later.
You know what's going to be funny, guys? When I'm in control next week, and I'll show you guys proof of Anzo saying I hate the show, and then 5 seconds later, it's gonna be, man, Daredevil's really good. I can't help it. I already put it together.
Bias.
Cannot wait to show it.
Bias.
Proof.
AI. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm glad they did this. Like I said, I'm glad she's gone, and I can't wait to see the consequences of what happens, what Kingpin does off of this, right? Because I think, like I said earlier, that I don't think they've really gotten into that Kingpin type of comic book angerness where he's like just ruthless and killing everybody, and I think that's where we're gonna go further on. So I can't wait to see what they do with him. Really, Mama Bear?
This is only right.
I mean, I am, but I'm still right.
The only thing that's right about Anzo right there is his hand. I am excited. I think I actually agree partially with Anzo, like usual, right? I am excited that we're going to get Fisk to go full Fisk, but because he's going to go full Fisk, he's going to be in jail by the end of the season. He's going to be, and he's going to break out, and he's going to be on the underground, and he can't be out in the open anymore. That's what's going to happen. And I think New York will be in shambles. I think they're going to tear apart New York. And I also want to agree with something you guys just said. If you don't like Daredevil fighting Fisk, then you don't like Daredevil.
Yeah. That's
just it.
No. Daredevil's got to fight Fisk. Daredevil's got to fight the Hand. You know, they go hand in hand. No pun intended.
The hand goes hand in hand. But that's right. But you know, this is why we get into Defenders. And speaking of the Defenders,
oh Lord,
we get to get Jessica Jones in here, right? Who has a kid. Once again, another case of Anzo being wrong. With Luke Cage, since they're going to be married. Jessica Jones and Luke Cage will be married and have a kid.
I can promise you, the minute Mike Coulter gets into the show, it's going to go downhill big time. You're going to see the Rotten Tomato scores. The Rotten Tomato scores for this episode, what'd you say, was like 9.6. You're going to get around 9.99s, and then Mike Coulter's going to come in and it's going to go down to like 4.
Really?
Yeah.
He's just the biggest hater I've ever, and that's why he's gonna have a picture of him on his nightstand, looking like a Wolverine, looking at Jean Grey.
Freaking Mike Coulter, what are we doing here, guys? Oh man, recast, damn it, recast.
This is what the wrong opinion of Nzo and the right opinion of us. But let's look at what you guys are saying in the comments because we can't listen to this dude anymore. So there we go.
Wow.
Let's see where we were. I think Fernando's the next one.
Yeah. You got control. You can do it. You don't need me.
That's what I'm doing.
All right, I'm waiting.
I got to know where you left off. He didn't mark it. He didn't put a star on it. He didn't do nothing. That's kind of. So he says the last Daredevil Born Again episode was a game changer. It is. It's a problem.
Yeah.
And one thing, damn, I gotta say this. Nzo was correct about something about bringing up that Watcher, even though he didn't come up with it. Just agree with a correct statement that someone else came up with. Elihu sent it to him and all this stuff. So this is the second time because twice a day a broken clock is right. Second time a day he's right. He did it. He brought it up, and I agree with him.
And you know what's funny too, right? Because when Eli sent it in the chat, I was like, nah, man, I need confirmation on this. This is like, no. I was like, absolutely not. I was like, no way. And then I put it on, and I was like, okay. So it gets to the scene where they kind of show a far away, and you see the blue light. You see one of the blue lights, and I'm like, oh, it's just the lights. And then the scene clicked, and then I paused it, and I was like, oh no.
You see the ear. You see the ear on the other side.
Yeah. And I was like, that made the show better for me, to be honest with you. I liked the episode. Oops. I mean, I didn't like the episode, but that made it a lot better.
We did it, guys. You did it. Chat, you guys did it. We proved it right there. Let's go. Daredevil Born Again will never be the same again. 100%. Bullseye is smoking on a Vanessa pack.
Facts.
Kingpin would hurt Homelander's brain. I don't know. Homelander's a problem.
I don't know about that one either, man. I don't know. We're gonna do The Boys on Monday, but you gotta check that one out because I was like, that end of the last episode had me vexed, bro. I was like, oh, come on, dude.
When Soulja Boy sat up and did his Undertaker thing, I was like, really, you Undertaker this thing?
Oh yeah, that was tight too.
I saw it coming. I knew it. The camera was holding on him way too long. I'm like, go ahead, sit up. Go ahead, sit up.
We see in the trailer, which they shouldn't have showed, right? But we see in the trailer he has he has an interaction with his partner from Supernatural. I'm like, that didn't come up yet, so Soulja Boy is not.
We're gonna have Sam Dean, we're gonna have Castiel, we're gonna have a whole Supernatural just reunion. So let's go. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, this is the best episode of the series. That's what it was rated.
I think it is.
It is.
Yeah,
it's rated. And once again, he thinks it is. Let's go.
No, because of what the fans say, not because of what I think.
No, what the fans say, like you. I'm a little surprised that they killed her off so fast. I'm just surprised that they announced it that was going to happen. And I think on seeing it go, doot 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 doot, and it's almost like his humanality, like all that kind of is dying. Is dying.
Whatever little bit of thing that was keeping him in check is dying when she's dying at the same time, right?
Exactly.
So they could do like a montage where you see the beeps, and as it's going down, you see his rage every time. Yeah, growing. That would be fire.
Yeah,
he's getting bigger and bigger.
He's been barely clinging on to it.
Yeah, exactly, right, man.
So yeah, he's about to be a huge problem. Like he's going to go total scorched earth.
Facts.
I'm here for it.
It looks like worst take got it right. I mean, as we said, you guys, you and Nzo are the two broke clocks, and you were right twice a day. But that's a thought. She was Tony Soprano, and even he got to go, right?
Facts.
Did Tony Soprano have to go?
Facts.
If you don't like Daredevil fighting Fist, then you don't like Daredevil. 100%.
100%.
I get where it's like, oh, they're kind of doing the same thing over and over again, but you can always make the fights different, brutaler, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because I remember in the first fight, like Fist beat the crap out of Daredevil, right?
Mhm.
So now you could do it where Daredevil's more seasoned. He's putting up a better fight, but King can still could be messing. Yeah, it was just good. I don't have a problem with it.
Let his rage take over for a lot of it, and then he makes mistakes because of it.
Yeah, yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
Collector says, I liked Vanessa's character.
Really?
It's interesting. Once again, Anzo is right-handed.
You are correct.
So what's up, Danny? So I can't wait to see how these events lead into Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yeah, this is going to be. I want to see how it leads into Punisher.
Yeah,
how Punisher leads into Brand New Day.
Mm-hmm.
And does Punisher have to clean up the streets before we get to Brand New Day?
Probably. Yeah.
So you got that Delta Dan in the building. What's up?
That's what I'm thinking.
So, accountability for Nevermind. Yeah, she in the building. Everyone's saying what's up to everybody else. There you go. Come on, Anzo, again with the Mike Holter. The hate is totally unnecessary. Exactly.
It is
He's
not,
wrong.
No, it
You
is
are
not.
wrong.
It is definitely necessary.
Anzo is wrong.
Because as much as I want to see a black man strive and make money and do things, I want him to do something that's not as Luke Cage, because he's trash. Garbage, Luke Cage. Sweet Christmas. Yeah. Yes, I said it.
So
Yes.
wrong.
Yes,
It doesn't even
I
make
said
sense,
it.
right? Like we sit here and listen to him. I can't believe some of the words that even come out of his mouth, guys.
I said it. Yes. Look me in the eyes, chat. You in the panel. I said it. Yes, I said it, and I stand 100% behind what I said. Yes. Caca.
That's as he should. Really, Lawrence? Really, you too?
Facts.
Villainy is not for the weak-hearted.
Yeah.
The weak of heart. When Vanessa dies, a portal will open up and come walk out as Marie Monroe coming to bring her back. Oh, from the boys. Yeah, boys crossover.
Facts.
So Vanessa was a ride or die. The way she pulled that Glock out of her purse.
Yeah, and the way she just pushed a 200-pound man away like he was like nothing.
Like he was
Shrugged him
nothing.
off.
Yeah, like get off of me.
Get off me. I got this.
He did that on purpose. He let her do that. He was sick of
100%.
Vanessa's shit. He let her do that.
Facts.
Very looking forward to see how Kingpin loses control of the city by Brand New Day. I think it's before then. Because when you saw in Brand New Day, you saw the
new man. That's why he said
bye.
bye. That's why he said bye Brand New Day. So by the time Brand New Day comes, he's not there. So yeah, I get that. Yeah.
I think he's no longer mayor by the end of the show. I think that by Punisher's time, he's in jail.
Yeah. He's not gonna make it as mayor by the end of the show. Agreed.
The reason I like
absolutely not. There's no way.
My bad, B. The reason I like Vanessa's character is because she was in the Angel and Demons movie with Tom Hanks. That had nothing to do with this show.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I also wish he was Luke Cage.
Yeah, I probably do, but not. I'd probably do a better job than Mike Coulter do as well.
No, he wouldn't.
No love for Mike Coulter. Jesus.
Yeah, I would.
Say, I also don't want your black brother to do well and make money.
No, I do, but in
terrible. No, he doesn't. You
No,
can't
no.
say I do. I also like the person that says no offense and then just like eats you, just takes you right to town. Oh, no offense.
Nah, I
I'm supposed to
prefer
get none
you
taken.
go and be Steel or something like that. You know what I mean? Go and do Steel. Go and be Steel. I don't need you to be. I don't need you to be Luke Cage.
Absolutely unnecessary. I can't believe my ears.
Well, believe them, Tamika, because yes, I'm saying it.
So that's why I say he's right-handed. He's not ever right.
Whatever.
Yeah, I think more again leads it to Punisher. Punisher has that beard and is going crazy in the special and figures it all out. In the Brand New Day trailer, his face is shaved. So he's been out for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the way Vanessa shoots a gun. I wonder what you mean.
You know what's funny? You guys talked about it when you did it. I didn't realize that when Kingpin was holding the gun at Bullseye, he was wearing boxing gloves. I was like, yeah, he was wearing boxing gloves. How was he pulling the trigger?
He can't.
There didn't need to affect. You know what I mean? He didn't need to do it. He could have stood there like, hey, yeah, okay, go ahead. I want to see you pull that trigger.
Yeah, he did.
Fisk was wearing boxing gloves?
Yeah.
I thought he had like just hand wraps, no?
Oh wait, maybe it was.
We gotta go look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look right now because I'm like, did he have unboxing gloves? Because that don't make sense. That don't make sense. Go ahead with the comments while I look it up.
Gotcha. They had to kill her to motivate Fisk to get back on track, and he had been being a cuck when she cheated on him and was running stuff. I think part of him wanted to get back, but he loves her. Yeah, man, he should have let her go a long time ago.
He was definitely a cuck on that one. I'll give you that one. No, well, not really, because he did kill the dude, right?
Yeah, he killed it, but he should have let her watch it. Then like bled him out slowly and made her watch, and then let her, and then took her stuff and put it outside.
Facts. 100%.
With $5 on it, and said that's it. Season 2 Kingpin is greater than season 1 Kingpin. So did y'all see The Watcher? 100%, Lawrence. 100%. Yes. And they admitted it. It's The Watcher.
Yep. They did.
Nzo has a poster of Mike Coulter on his back of his bedroom door and throws darts at it before bed. Facts.
You got a box.
Let Vanessa
you got
go.
A punching bag. You just put his face on it. Just kind of go to work on it, right?
Yep.
I don't think Nzo knows how big Mike Coulter really is, man. Like he's a big dude. You wouldn't be saying all that stuff in front of Mike Coulter.
You're right. I wouldn't say it in front of him, but you know what I mean. No, he had on the wraps. You're right, Brad. Man, it wasn't boxing gloves. He had on the wraps.
It was hand wraps. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought. Yeah.
I think the hand is going to make their presence known by the end of the series. Yes, 100%, and that's why the defenders are going to have to come out. Yeah. So
you see, I don't mind. I don't mind if season 3 where there's a different villain, but I think Kingpin always has to be in the background. You know what I mean?
Lauren says, "Did anyone else want to milkshake the whole episode?" That was good.
What a bit.
That's good. I haven't had a milkshake in a long time, but yeah, guys, this was a phenomenal episode. Even Nzo liked it. Once again, for someone who hates these episodes, he's liked 3 of these 4 episodes a lot. If you don't believe it, we do a Daredevil breakdown every Thursday, so come and check it out, and he will tell you to his face, with his own mouth, no AI, no fake news, none of that he loves Daredevil. But right now, I'm gonna let I'm gonna take
this. Yeah.
I'm gonna take over the boys and I'm gonna stay in charge. We're gonna talk about the boys next. That made no sense.
Yeah. I'm like, oh wait, bro, is this your first time on the show?
StreamYard.
No, wait. Is this your first time on the show? It's not the first time you did it. You know what to do.
It's the first time I had to do it. The scene change, because the scene change is so bad, and I hit it and stopped it. Is. You know what it did? It didn't keep going.
No. What you do is you just click to the next scene right away. But you got it. There you go.
It's terrible. All right, The Boys season 5 introduces an R-rated take on the thing, Rock Hard. I don't know if you guys have watched this episode, but what the hell, dude? The lava.
Oh my god, I was dying, bro.
Jesus.
He's watching pictures of mountains. What the hell is going on? Oh, all right. In episode 2 of The Boys season 5, we meet a member of the Teenage Kicks known as Rock Hard, a sex-obsessed take on the Marvel Comics Fantastic Four member, The Thing. The first 2 episodes.
I didn't realize his name was Rock Hard until I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Oh, the boys are so good, bro. The boys are
uh,
so good.
they are crazy, man. The first 2 episodes of The Boys season 5 are now streaming on Prime Video. The second installment, Teenager Kicks, introduces a parody of the thing known as Rock Hard. The guy couldn't be more different than the Fantastic Four's Ben Grimm. However, if you ever watched an episode yet, spoilers follow. After Butcher, Starlight, Kimiko rescued the others from Vaught's freedom camp, quote unquote freedom camp, Butcher reveals that the anti-soup virus is almost ready. The team decides to test a potentially lethal liquid on a nearly indestructible member of the teenager in the Kicks, Rock Hard. But things don't go exactly to plan. Does it ever? Upon arriving on the teenage at the Teenage Soup's group's HQ, they discover that Rock Hard has packed on the pounds. How did he pack on the pounds? We're going to tell you why. And it has become a massive mountain of molten rock and hot, spurtering lava. Ugh. Now that you know what it is, that just sounds nasty, right? During a recent interview with Variety, showrunner Eric Kripke explained how they came up with the idea for the rather vile creation. One of the things that the show does well is try to satirize superhero tropes. One trope that we hadn't done yet was the Thing, the giant bulking character made of stone. The reason we never touched it is because we can't afford to do it. And there's these massive CG characters. We were trying to figure out a funny character that would come from a superhero world that we could do our irreverent, good Lord, irreverent spin on. Good job. One morning I came in and I'm like, let's have him gain so much weight and be so huge that he lost his ability to move. So all we really have to do are these two eyes, like a Scooby-Doo painting moving around, that we could plug into a sculpture that we build and could pull off. Jessica Chow, who wrote the episode, came up with having that Stephen Hawking animated voice, where that's the only way he could talk because he's so filthy and gross. It was just really such a strange character. Now, when we talk about him being filthy and gross, I guess we'll get to it in a second. Things don't end well for Rock Hard. Most of his teammates, MM decides to let the Countess Crow live after the crew releases the virus, but we can't. We find out that Soldier Boy survived at the very last shot. What did you make of the first 2 episodes of the Boys season 5? Okay, let's talk about Rock Hard. Well, someone tell us, one of you two tell us how he got so big.
Because he was busting nuts off.
He was down there friggin' gooning to volcano videos. And that's all he was doing.
So every time he did it, lava came out.
Yes. And then it's hard, and then like, oh, that's how I think Frenchie says it's like, I got giggles. We know how we got so big, right? Because at one point he shot a load out, and it hit the wall. I was like, bro, really?
This is too much, man.
I was like, these guys. Listen, you have to be a twisted mind to think of some of the things that these guys be thinking of in this show, bro. And I loved the Stephen Hawking voice, though. That shit killed me when
the Stephen Hawking voice made it.
Facts.
It was so funny. I don't think it would have been as hilarious if it weren't for that. Because I do when I tell you that had me on the floor.
Can you guys scroll to the Rock Hard Instagram post?
There's a Rock Hard Instagram post?
I didn't even know there was
go down on the same thing, on the same article.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me go down. Keep going down more?
No, you might see past it. It was up right after the article.
Right here.
Yep, right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. What he was like a bodybuilder type of person. Like he was like Rock Hard. Like he wasn't this thing. So you can compare how he looked to how he's supposed to look. I don't know if you can.
I'll try
to blow it up, but it's interesting.
Yeah,
he's like a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
like a
I see
bodybuilder. So now imagine all that stuff
it.
and all that lava all covering all the stuff over him. Now imagine that.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
That is crazy because this is what he ends up being, right? From all of that.
Exactly.
Oh my god, bro.
That's really nasty. And he can't even get up and clean up. That's terrible.
uh, listen, I
No,
thought
I gotta pull up here too.
the first two episodes of The Boys was absolutely fire. I think they really did a good start for these two episodes. And of course, you're gonna get the shock value stuff, right? And I think I know Danny messaged me in the chat. He's like, "Oh, well, did you get to see this and that? And how did that make you feel?" And I'm like,
Damn
"By
sausage castle,
yeah."
all that stuff.
I'm like,
Dude.
by this time in the show, I'm used to it by now. I just
Is it
want to
that weird?
Yeah, it is
We
weird.
see Eminem fighting the old dude,
And choking him with his own thing.
yeah,
And feel no way about it, you know. And it's funny too because when they first show him and he's whooping on the dude, and then he walks away and has it dragging on the floor, my first
Yep.
reaction was, "Oh, wouldn't that hurt?" You know, you were like, "Wouldn't that hurt?"
Mhm. That's what I thought too.
It's like this is what we think about when we're watching this show, right? Oh, that hurt, instead of like, what the hell? I think and I think it's gonna get a lot worse. I think we're gonna see something even worse in the next couple of episodes. I don't think we've seen it all, right? We're gonna get like some hero-gasm type of thing going on in one of these episodes for sure. But I mean, I love the show. I think it's good. I think it's funny.
Dude, it was so when Love Sausage was doing all that stuff to him, and I was done. I was like, bro, this is too much. It's just too
But
much.
listen. After what Love Sausage did to him in Hero Gasm, I would want to kill him too, bro.
Oh yeah,
I would want to kill him too.
Yeah,
I'm mad at him.
Yeah,
you should have chopped it up.
Also,
Yeah,
you should have chopped it up.
I thought he was going to.
He stabbed it, and then like, what are we doing? And when it would have been stabbed, I would have been like, samurai sword time.
yeah, 100%.
Oh, it's so much. That is so nasty. But
Such a good
man,
show, though.
It is crazy. It's terrible and it's great at the same time. I enjoyed watching it. But let's look at your comments are, guys, and let's talk about what you thought was so crazy about The Boys season 5 so far, and we've only just. I was gonna say this at the tip of the spear. Oh boy, this is too much. Let's see where we are.
Someone didn't mark it either, eh?
Well, I didn't know if we were gonna go to Shake Shack because I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to hit that because I'm a Culver's person. I don't know if Nancy need no Shake Shack. We talked about Shake Shack is fire. I love me some shakes. No, and it's hard talking about that after we just talked about this episode. So
You know.
he didn't have gloves on, just wrapped. Gotcha. She thank you because we went and looked at it for that. After hearing about the other characters, I'm glad they showed what he looks like.
Yeah.
It makes more sense now. You start to understand what's going on. His name is Thang. Oh man, I was looking at that cat soup rack.
You know what? I'm right there with you. I was like, oh, not bad. Yeah.
When she had that fur ball, and then you saw her litter box.
Nasty. Yeah.
You saw her litter box. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Wanted to say you guys have a good rest of your day. Ansel secretly has a crush on Mike Coulter. That's why he's always talking bad about him because he can't deny his inner feelings.
You wish.
Spicy coming from
I think he can deny that inner feeling. I think he can deny that one.
Yeah, definitely denying that one. But it's I didn't think you had that in you, Collector. All right, you got to remember now. You started something you might not want to finish. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a picture of Anzo looking like this. Oh,
Yeah, whatever.
You gonna turn
The
it around.
Wolverine meme?
It's exactly gonna be my culture.
No, we're not doing that.
Soldier Boy is immune to it because he was made with the original Compound V, not the one that they
Yeah.
used.
But I think what's gonna happen is when Soldier Boy comes back, they're gonna think that the virus doesn't work. They're not gonna know that it actually killed the other two, and they're gonna think it doesn't work and try and find
Well,
another way.
I think they will know that they killed the other two, but they think it's not strong enough for the main one. So
Oh yeah,
Homelander
yeah.
be the
That
one.
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah.
Mama Bear says so. So dude is covered in his own. Ew.
Yes.
Soldier Boy about to go after everybody who was using them. He has the advantage. His beam, he was already deadly, and so now he's going to grab some of his own friends, old friends. The question is, does he go back to Homelander?
I think so. I think he's gonna help Homelander, but I think in the end he's probably gonna turn on Homelander, right? He's probably gonna find out that Homelander is up to some really crazy stuff or whatever, and he's probably gonna turn on Homelander. Because I hear he's getting a spin-off show, eh?
He is. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think he's going to bring his old crew back. And my question is, will Homelander allow that to happen, or will he do it on his own?
Interesting.
Facts, 100%.
I'm always right. I'm always right.
No, you're not right. That you love. I'm trying to get
Well,
that you love my
listen.
culture. I was trying to say fact. I'm saying it's not 100%. But if you love him that much, then it's okay. Fine, whatever.
Well, listen, you guys are gonna hear when we do the Daredevil roundtable how much Nzo is right on that show. So I'm just saying, make sure to stick in for that. Stay tuned for that, because someone is going to be saying it all show.
Pretty much Mama Bear, but he does have some range with most of it. Wow, he has pretty good aim. I almost hit him.
Yeah, very good aim.
Say, ew, yeah, it's bad. The Boys is that show better than Daredevil, Born Again, and Invincible this week for sure. I said that too.
Yeah, I did too.
Said Eminem lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, what happens when you're depressed? You leave a girl, she's gone away. Yeah, I guess you get scared because you ain't got no one cooking for you no more.
Yeah. And you're basically stuck in a concentration camp.
Exactly.
He did. He said that in real life, though, he was watching his health. You know what I mean? So he was trying to get healthier, and I think they said something about he needed to drop a few pounds or whatever. I liked Big MM. You know what I mean? This one doesn't seem as intimidating as that. But
Yeah.
if it's for your weight, your health, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if it's for the sake of your health, yeah, I definitely get that. Yeah, but yeah, I liked that that imposing figure that he had. Actually, also the inspiration for some of the T-shirts that I own or due to him.
You see that?
I got the Wu-Tang one. I got the 51. I think I have that Prez one.
Nice.
One.
Me too.
A-Train doing Quicksilver scene going outright. Yeah. I was happy that at least they put some respect on A-Train's name. I like that.
Talk about a redemption arc, right?
Yeah.
He died because he avoided a girl.
Yeah.
He died. Yeah, he died because he avoided running through, which he easily could have, but look how much that would have walked back what they've been doing with him over the past several seasons.
Well, everything started because of him, right? Running through his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So when this time came around, he moved out the way. Now, my only issue again, and this is just a nitpick, right? But we've seen like Flash, they run through and then they're just able to dodge around it or whatever, right? But it kind of threw
And do that
him
because
off.
of Homelander. Because Homelander's chasing him. So he's running at top speed.
Yeah. He had to. I get it 100%. But I was like, bro, you killed A-Train in the first episode, man. Are you?
I thought
we were gonna
get at least 4 or 5 episodes with him.
I thought that they were gonna resurrect him.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
It was too. It was way too. If I had one complaint, it was that happened too early. I was I've been really starting to like him.
Yeah,
The
me
last.
too. I think A Train had the best arc throughout the series, right? He went from this bad guy then becoming good, and his brother telling him, you're a hero now. And I was like, oh yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, and
When he went to saw his family, I was like, it's all done with him.
yeah,
he's
you
dead.
know, and even though it happened early, I'm happy that it gave me a satisfying sense of resolution where they just brought him full circle. It ends with him saving Huey. He runs
Yeah.
past the remote woman rather than through her, and
Mhm.
and he dies mocking Homelander, which
Yeah.
hurt him bad, which hurt
Yeah.
Homelander bad. It was all
Facts.
over his face.
Yeah, facts.
Um,
Homelander did not like that. And then in the next episode, when Homelander's like, "You were my guy. You were my," you know what I mean?
this man is coming up is crumbling at the seams.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it.
Tony says Frenchie and Kimiko are sex fiends now. Sorry.
Yeah.
What up, Acres?
What
What's going on,
up?
Abe?
This is asking about collectors next live stream.
Mhm.
So I was trying to be funny. I was joking with Nzo. No.
Yeah, we know.
Oh,
I know.
We, we're friends, man. We're able to take all this stuff. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. I just
No
said,
one's taking this-
remember,
no one's taking this seriously.
you started something you may not want to be able to finish.
I got you. Don't worry about him.
I got your back, Collector.
Well, you see Odyssey 1,000%.
Yep.
They can kill Homelander, but they need a stronger dose,
Yeah.
a more concentrated dose.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting. 3 spinoffs: Gen V, prequel Vault Rising, and Boys Mexico. I haven't heard about the Boys Mexico for a while now. I'm not sure that's still going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is that dead in the water. It seems. I've heard no progress.
I don't mind the
Um,
prequels though. I think that would be good, but yeah.
So install C. Dean Winchester instead of Soldier Boy. I can't help it. No matter what I see him in, I see him as Dean Winchester, 100%.
Yeah.
And when I'm gonna see Sam, I'm like, that's Sam. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are, what the character is.
See, you guys love Supernatural, so that's what you see. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. They don't. Yeah.
Okay. Mother's Milk didn't look as skinny this season as last. I think he did still look pretty skinny.
Me too. I actually thought he looked a little bit skinnier.
So was he on Ozempic? he on Ozempic and Starlight last season both looked like it. Dude, Starlight looks fucking terrible.
I know.
She was gorgeous before.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Why do people do that, man? Like, you have everything perfect. Why? Natural is so beautiful. I just don't understand
100%.
why people go away from that, man. Just be natural.
You know what? I'm afraid to go back. I'm afraid to go back at previous seasons and look at her because I feel like it's just going to mess things up for me, and I'm going to get too distracted.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Will. Yeah, it will. Because I'm looking at her like when she was doing the infiltration scene where she had I was like, oh, that doesn't even look like her. Like,
doesn't look like you anymore. Oh my God.
Yeah. She should have never did the plastic surgery she did. But I think that's those agents, right? Oh no, maybe if you fix your nose, maybe if you do this, you'll be able to
give her bigger lips, put the things in her cheeks and all that stuff. And you had the perfect face. What are we doing?
Agreed.
Don't be listening to these other people, man. It's crazy. Fernando says, I think From is better. I don't think From is better. I know From is better.
I know From is better. Absolutely.
So I think From is better than both Daredevil, Born Again, and The Boys.
Yes.
No argument here.
Yes.
None.
So are you going to CinemaCon? No, we definitely go to check it out, though. I can't wait to see all the stuff from what we get, all the trailers we get from it. And I think we're going to get everything we're going to get from Doomsday for it.
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like something new from Doomsday is around the corner.
I agree. So the deep dumbass is next. He needs to be gone.
Yeah. You know what? I have a feeling the Deep's going to be one of the ones that survived, though. I have this real feeling that he's going to be the one that survived. Sister Sage is gone, right?
Oh,
she's going to die. She's going to die. Yeah, she's going to die. I think the Deep's the one that's going to survive.
He's like a cockroach. You can't kill him.
Facts.
Cockroach of the sea.
Oh my God, the ad he did, the commercial. I was like, what is this?
Oh,
crap,
that was
bro?
hilarious.
And they said, was it UV light will cause cancer? Ain't no cancer. It
Yeah.
will. They said it could. It said it will cause ain't no cancer.
I was like, oh my God, boys.
God, I see everybody today. Same with you, Acres. Homelander doesn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
That's true. What's your favorite Amazon Prime show moment ever?
Moment. Oof. I that's hard.
Yeah, that's broad. I'd have to think on that.
Yeah, I can't answer that. As much as I like to. I watched the From on Amazon Prime
Me
because I
too.
have MGM on Prime. So
Yeah.
I would be a From moment. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, A-Train had it coming. He was too much of a scumbag at the beginning of the series. If that's the case, then a lot of other people should have died first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he had a redemption arc that was at least decent for him. So I was good with that.
Let's say he should play Solid Snake. All right. Okay. Before we go on, we're going to move on to the next thing. We'll come back to your guys' comments, but we're going to move on to the next one. But I got to move Nzo back to take over again.
And we will do this. This.
Maybe.
This. Oh, my bad. I was clicking the wrong one. All right, we're going to do this. It's Bryan's fault, man. That got me all discombobulated and crap. You know what I'm saying? Now, this I know y'all been waiting for. I know you watched the trailer on the Spoiler Kings, but we're gonna watch this trailer again because we have finally got the trailer for the Punisher One Last Kill. So if you guys are ready, I'm gonna start it and let's see what we got.
Let's go.
Sound.
Oh, you got no sound?
Mm-mm.
Hold on. Okay, I know why. Click here. Booyah. There we got the sound. Let's rewind and come again.
Hey, Frank.
There we go.
How you doing, brother? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. What's going on?
You think God's gonna forgive us for the things we've done? I'm not sure about me. But you ain't got a fucking chance.
That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you got?
Thank you, Moose. All right, so streaming May 12th, I think it's right after.
With the Reason Rack plugin, you get the soul of
Isn't it a
analog
week
sound,
after
giving you 92
Daredevil or like right as Daredevil ends?
As Daredevil ends, it's going to be
As Daredevil ends.
Okay.
Which
So
is cool.
that is definitely cool. So let's get your thoughts. What do you guys think about this trailer?
Well, John Bernthal is probably the only live action Punisher that has really worked for me on pretty much all levels. I think that I like that they've kind of given him more depth than what I'm used to with, his PTSD, obviously what happened to his family, how he's just totally going on the warpath pretty much at all times. I think John Bernthal understands the character. And from what I understand, he came up with this. I think he had he either wrote it or had a hand in the writing. And the fact that it seems like a psychological deep dive with him having flashbacks of his fallen comrades, something going on with either him hallucinating his daughter or trying to save another child. I think that has a lot of potential for a lot of depth. So it seems like it's going to be a lot more than just conventional like him just having shootouts and going on a rampage. It seems it seems like it's going to have a good amount of psychological turmoil as well, which with a character like the Punisher, you definitely need that. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. The more John Bernthal Punisher, especially with him showing up solo in the MCU after having after doing basically guest appearances and other stuff, Daredevil, Spider-Man. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's always an absolute delight to watch John Bernthal as the Punisher. So.
And what about you, Bryon?
I now know for a fact that I am one mistake by someone from becoming the Punisher. Because when I saw that little girl, it was over. And I was like, bro, I would kill everybody. I would literally kill everybody. I would murder every single person in my path. It would be horrible. I would become the Punisher and have no remorse. None at all. I understood everything he was doing. I understood him running through the door, running through a fire. Nothing would happen. You try to snatch a little girl. Oh my God. My something happened to my babies? Bro.
I can definitely see that. But isn't this show supposed to take place after what happened in season 1 where he's in the jail? Because it doesn't look like it's connected to them. Oh, he gets out? Okay.
He got it.
So then why are we going to his backstory? We never got that in the original Punisher series?
Not really, but so we know what happened to his family. But what they're going to do is kind of go through the PTSD that he goes through on a daily basis. So understand what he always is going through. Why is Frank always this way? Why is he always so angry? What does the things that set Frank off? And in the middle of this New York that's now in anarchy, full anarchy. Why? Who's this one last kill? That's the question that everyone should be asking. Who is the one last kill?
Are they doing the? I've heard rumors that they're doing the Welcome Back Frank storyline, where it's him versus Nucci, I believe is how you pronounce her name. So I wonder if she's the big bad that he's going to be going after.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I like that.
I kind of got a hot take though that I wasn't really a huge fan of the Punisher series, the Netflix one. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was that great. This one looks like it's going to be dealing with a more the trauma that he has to go with, and I think watching his probably family die is going to be rough. Now you notice his daughter had a little color in her now, eh?
That's right? The other girl. His daughter didn't have. That was the girl.
Oh, that wasn't his daughter. Now I was like, okay, his daughter got some color. I was like, he knows in some chocolate. I got you, But okay, so I thought that was his daughter that they were showing. So is he trying to protect?
I want to say the one last kill thing, and I agree with what Lawrence just said. This is why I brought it up. I think the one last kill is himself.
Really? Well, with the way he's been looking in the series, I could probably see that. You know what I mean? And then he ends up not doing it, of course.
He ends up not doing it. He ends up embracing the Punisher persona all together and becoming who he's supposed to be. And because he's so depressed, he's so falling apart that he's like, I have one person to kill. I'm going to go after every single person because I'm trying to kill myself. And then he's going to realize the good that he's caused. Someone's going to say something to him. He's going to realize that, and he's going to embrace the Punisher persona fully. And that's what we're going to get in Brand New Day.
Well, there definitely has to be a bad guy in this. So I kind of think what
It's going to be
Brandon
the Nucci family, the Manucci. Yeah, that's who's going to be. But the one last kill is, I'm going to murder me to murder you.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Yeah,
I think it's probably going to be good. I hope it's going to be good. Like I said, it's just because I wasn't a huge fan of the Netflix ones. You know, to be honest with you, Daredevil was the one that was the best out of the Netflix series to me. I know people like Jessica Jones. I didn't like Jessica Jones. I kind of was iffy about Luke Cage, and we ain't even gonna talk about Iron Fist because that was hot garbage. You know what I mean? That was like hot garbage.
I was
And
arguing
I
with
know,
these guys because I think the actor's not that good.
yeah, same here. Same here. The actor's horrible. But I was gonna say he did do an interview where he's like, the material wasn't that good. I get it, but he's like, please give me one more chance, right? He's asking the fans to give him one more chance to prove that he can do better. So he's getting his chance. So now your chance is to prove that you can do better. If you can, I'll give you a pass for it, and I'll be able to say, yeah, you're actually right. It was the material you were working with, right? But you have to show us that you can act, because to me, I thought his acting was absolutely terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
And I think I think Finn Jones is a perfectly capable actor, but as I'm going to give him a second shot, just to see if the content is up to par. And my main reasoning behind that is because the one episode of Luke Cage that he showed up on, I thought from an acting and characterization standpoint, he was miles ahead of anything on his own show. So I'm gonna give him a fair shot. I think if the writing is on his side, I think he can deliver, and the choreography better be too. I know that's kind of off topic, but yeah, we need. You can't have a martial arts based character and have trash ass fight choreography.
He doesn't have
choreography,
martial arts. That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's like having Luke Cage be a skinny black dude. That would be a problem.
The martial arts on the Iron Fist series, it wasn't even mid. It was just straight up trash.
Yeah, it was. Absolutely. Now, maybe he'll train, right? Maybe he'll be doing some training to do, because again, you can make it look like he can fight, but they didn't even do that in Iron Fist. They just go out there.
He just lit up his fist. You just lit up his fist like who are you? Show enough? Like what's going on? he show enough. At least had some martial arts. You don't have none of it. Take his hand.
And it's funny that you say that, because Show Enough said he didn't have any martial arts ability either, but they made it look like he could fight, and they did a good job. They didn't do that with Danny Rand at all. It was horrible.
Yeah, invest in stunt doubles. That's what they're there for. Get choreo. Step your game up with that. Come on, don't cheap out on that.
Agreed. Chat, we're going to go through the chat. I want to hear what you guys think about this Punisher show coming up. Are you excited for it? Let us know what you think. He said, do you think Augustus soup? Do you like Augustus soup? That's what I'm making. That's probably an American thing. I have no idea what's in that soup. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I have no idea. He said top 3 Michael Jackson songs. Ooh, definitely Thriller. I like, and I know it's not one of his popular ones, but I like Pretty Young Thing, PYT, nice. and Human Nature. Those are my
Human Nature is phenomenal.
Man in the Mirror. Sorry, Man in the Mirror. Human Nature too, but Man in the Mirror. Yeah. Bryon?
Oh, go, Bryon. I want to hear what you guys say.
Probably Dirty Diana.
Okay.
Diana.
Yeah. Obviously, Bad is easily. I think that was my first exposure to Michael Jackson. Was the entire Bad album. I'm pretty sure. So that always holds a special place. And
Man, my first exposure was Off the Wall. You guys are fucking young.
Wait, what was there was one on
Dude,
Dangerous.
it's like 8 years between us. Whatever. He's
There was
he's
one on
older than me.
Oh wow.
Wait, there was one on Dangerous. Oh, this
Dangerous?
nuts. Let me pull up the track list.
I think I know what you're talking about. Remember the Time?
No. It's definitely not Remember the Time. Hang on. Let me look it up.
All right. What about you, Brian, while he's looking that up?
Smooth Criminal.
Ooh, nice one.
I love Smooth Criminal, man. I don't know that's it. Beat It, and then I'll probably do. It's either Human Nature or Remember the Time. I'm gonna go Human Nature. I know. Remember the Time is a cold video.
Yeah.
Phenomenal video, the best video. Like I like Remember the Time video more than I like Thriller video. I think Thriller was a better video.
Yeah.
But I like Remember the Time more.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
Human Nature is a fucking awesome song, man.
I agree. 100%. Kimiko is still cute. I agree. 100%.
Talk too much.
Speed Demon, not on Dangerous.
I love Speed Demon. Speed Demon is good too. I like that song too. Chemical was like, she got chopped in half, and he was like, your bottom half, and she's like, yeah, my kitty's wet, and I was like, okay, all right. And is this the first time they've had sex in the series? Because
yes,
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, because after that, boy, she couldn't get enough. Hey, Frenchie put it down. Good job, Frenchie. Make a Janet Jackson biopic. Not for the big screen, though. If you want to do something, you could do it on the little screen, but I don't think that's a big screen biopic.
And you don't want to do that right next to Michael.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
I agree.
And I was doing some I've been skimming a couple articles about the Michael movie. I guess like Janet's not in it, and I guess there's some things that they skim by. But I'm okay with that, actually.
It's a biopic.
I think
not a
and if you're doing like, if you're having it be very Michael centric and his rise to fame and his legacy, I think it needs, there's some things that that you have to kind of forego. And if you want more family based stuff, the Jacksons and American Dream is right there.
Absolutely.
So,
and to be honest with you, Janet was never really popping off until she started doing her own songs, right? So if you're going to the younger years, you don't really need Janet there. She was just a little kid in the background watching them do their stuff. You know what I mean?
And so little good times. I mean,
yeah. Said agreed. 100 acres. 100 acres. Janet is very underrated. Janet's fire. 100%.
Janet popped off after she was off of Pity from Good Time. When she left that's when she really popped off. And then Janet's phenomenal.
Absolutely, 100%. There, he said anal what? Yeah, I know it.
It was an anal UV. Like it was what it was. It was like will cause cancer. I was like, what are we doing?
There will be a Devil Wears Prada 3, and then streaming program of that. Yeah, no one cares about no Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears Prada is going to make $1 billion, bro.
You guys going to see it?
It's going to clean up.
Probably will.
Depends.
I probably will, but with my wife.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Right, man, you ain't got a wife. You going to see it? You better be taking a woman to go see that shit.
That's the only way.
You're allowed in the theater.
More on that later.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because I see a bunch of dudes. You told me you went to go see that with your homeboy.
She was 100% a different show too. I forgot about that.
Oh no! On my own dude's night, there's absolutely no way.
I saw that Starlight actress has an immune disease. Not sure if that's if the plastic surgery was to fix the symptoms. Maybe
I have autoimmune disease. My wife has autoimmune disease. That doesn't mean anything. You know what? Autoimmune disease. You can have diabetes. You can have
high blood pressure, stuff like that.
Any of that stuff, like there's so many autoimmune diseases. That doesn't mean it changes your way your body is.
What she did to her nose, she had no reason to do that.
Because And my point is really that she's beautiful. She was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You know,
Agreed.
she had a look of her that is, special. You know,
Agreed.
that could have been seen as, one of the more gorgeous people out there, and but you're natural. And I like the
Agreed.
natural look. Just like I tell girls all the time, like, yes, you can get dolled up to go out, but I would rather see you. I want to see you in your hair, just hair tied back, and you
Yeah.
comfortable, and some sweatpants. We good to
Mhm.
go. Let's go.
Mhm. I don't.
She had a movie that came out about. At this point, it had to have been about 10 years ago.
Mhm.
With Bruce Willis, or not Bruce Willis, Mel Gibson, called Bloodfather.
Mhm.
She had this. She had almost kind of like this goth thing going on in it, which I really dug. She was really, really good looking in that one. If you haven't seen that one, her whole look, yeah, she had this kind of like natural look to her, which I always really liked. Like I said, even that movie, I'm kind of afraid to go back to watch and then come back and watch the
And
newer
see
season
her
of The
now.
Boys.
Yeah.
I think it'll just distract me too much.
Yeah, 100%. She looks kind of like, I don't know, like a treasure trove now. You know what I mean? Like her cheeks are puffed in, her nose is all pointy and stuff. So like, man, yeah, like you used to be so pretty, man. I don't know what you did. I don't know. Whoever in Hollywood told you that it was a good idea to do that lied to you.
Yeah.
Akers, did you know there's a Devil Wears Prada 2 coming? Yes.
Is that May 1st? I think it is.
Yeah.
But
May 1st. Yeah.
You saw that moment, right? Yeah, the cow put his butt in my face. I was like, okay, you're gonna really do this now? Yeah. I don't. That's the one thing I can't take. Like these cats can come and they can do whatever they want. When the minute they turn around and start to put their butt in my face, that's when I get upset. Like, get your ass out of my face, man. Said the Punisher is going to be so dope.
it is.
I hope so. I hope
I
so.
think it's gonna be violent. I think people are going to be like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" I think it's going to
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah. Would Dustin Hoffman be good for Lemon's movie?
No.
No idea. Probably not.
Lemon, the video game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When that all happened.
We animated is one thing.
Yeah, CG animated.
Yeah.
Might work. Yeah. Do you like Dolph Lundgren's Punisher? I got a special place in my heart for that movie, though. You know,
I liked the look of Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher. I thought physically, especially during that time, he was the absolute perfect Punisher. I think really all that was missing was the skull T-shirt, but that was such a weird
American
portrayal.
personality that was missing.
Yeah. You know, he just, from what I remember, he constantly looked strung out. It was like he was sleepwalking through the role. I remember those weird shots of him sitting in the fucking sewer naked, which was just weird. I'm like, what are we going for here? So I think I like the idea of him as the Punisher more than him as the Punisher himself. And even like Thomas Jane was pretty good. It was just that he was stuck in a standard revenge story. It didn't really feel like Punisher that I would have what I would have wanted to see out of the Punisher.
Yeah, I have seen Punisher comics, and I'm telling you, that's not the Punisher.
No, it was a standard revenge story. You could tell in interviews that the writer-director Jonathan Hensleigh didn't have too much respect or love for the character, and that's where it went wrong. It was too typical revenge story.
I think he did something online that was Laundry Day that was pretty good.
Dirty Laundry.
Yeah,
and then he did. And then he had the Punisher video game on PS2. That's a better Punisher movie than the Punisher movie we had.
100%.
Fact.
You know,
yeah, go ahead.
Frank Castle wouldn't go through this elaborate setup. Oh, I'm gonna frame your wife. I'm gonna frame your best friend. Frank Castle would just walk in, pop,
and
pop,
kill everybody. Absolutely, 100%. I agree with you. That kind of ruined the story. Benthal's writing and producing how much he loves the Punisher sounds good to me. Well, if he loves it and he stays true to the way the Punisher is, then we know it's going to be good, right? I always say that people that are doing these shows should at least have some sort of knowledge and love for the character that they're playing. So
you heard what he said. What happened with him, right? He did. So they found out he's going to be the Punisher, and he went to a comic book store to kind of get some comics to understand who the character was. And the guy said, said, hell no, you ain't take this shit back, take this shit back, take this shit back. You're gonna read all this, you're gonna read all this. And you take it, and he just let him go. And he's just like, no, you're not gonna fuck up this character. So that's why he now loves the Punisher, because he read the right ones in the right order, and it was a comic book guy in New York that saved it.
As it
So
should
hands
be.
off to you.
Facts, 100%. I think this show is a short intro for people who haven't watched a Netflix show before. That makes sense. BND. What's better, Weekend at Bernie's or What About Bob? Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Anzo said he don't
Weekend at
like none
Bernie's.
of the Defenders. Yeah, you're pretty much right. Yes, that is correct. But okay,
But
so
Agents of Shields is good. I'm leaving.
yes,
I'm out.
yes, Agents of Shield.
I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
Agents of Shield is good, and you guys have been following me long enough to know that I'm going to come on and just be honest with you and tell you it is what it is. But Agents of Shield is good.
I still, honestly, to this day, I still have to finish Agents of Shield. I really liked the first 2 seasons.
See, you see, Brian, even your boy
This is
likes
half
the
my
first
show.
2 seasons. There you
I
go.
can't
my
remember
God.
too much after that.
Because no one
But-
remembers anything after that, because nothing good came in. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I remember thinking the first 2 seasons were a fun time.
Yeah, Ghost Rider was fire, and that's in season 3.
Ghost Rider
You
was
gotta
awesome.
love it. 100%.
Ghost Rider was
Is this one
Ghost
last
Rider was
kill? Kevin Feige is for greenlighting show and movies, not for kids, and putting them on Disney Plus, or does Punisher rampage and take down a whole Disney building and Iger estate?
He just kills all Disney. I got you.
Making quality kids programs and movies, and don't embed or put strange messages and profanity in those, or else say Punisher. I'm a family projector, and the charlatan Punisher says Punisher. I got you. They could have gave us Louis Tan as the Asian Iron Fist. That man can fight.
100%.
that would
I
have been
don't-
awesome.
Like the fact that they went to Danny Tan, and I just they could have done so much better, and they didn't.
Listen, man.
Yeah, it could have been
In
great.
Raid is not the one. That's all.
Absolutely. But you see, there you go. You took an Asian character, made him white. So I'm just saying. So we can take a white character and make him black. I'm just saying.
I don't like white savior movies. I don't like any changing of that stuff when you don't need to, because I don't want to disrespect the culture that that's from. That's all.
I agree. They wanted more mature stuff on Hulu, but no one will subscribe to that without bundles. Disney, like let's dull our family brand with non-family stuff. Do it now, and so it was. Now they're doing it because it makes money. People want to see it, right? And once you
afford 2 different services with Hulu and Disney, now they're going to combine Hulu and Disney.
And then once you alienate a fan base, then you don't get as much subscribers as you can on Disney Plus. So that's why it's better that they combine them and do it all there. You know what I mean? Said no, darling. Igesi is Nigerian. It's a Nigerian food. Oh, I don't know.
It's like a paste type of thing. It's funny because I don't have many Nigerian fans. I have more friends from Ghana than I have from Nigeria. Is that weird?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. The Punisher was in the DC and was in Gotham. Would he and Batman be allies or foes?
Punisher would kill Batman.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Probably foes, yeah.
Punisher would kill Batman, but Batman can kill anybody. He's prepared for
Batman
everybody.
can beat anybody, and I think that's the thing. Batman will consistently beat Frank Castle, right? But Punisher's trying to go for the kill.
I got you.
So it just takes one time. Batman is the better character. Batman is the stronger character. There's no question. He got all the money, but eventually Frank Castle will do something because Batman has a level that he won't pass.
Yeah,
Frank Castle has no fucking level. Like, he just goes crazy.
Yeah, that was my immediate thought. Actually, be right back. Hang on.
Yeah, no problem. Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, Wanna Be Starting Something, Smooth Criminal, Dirty Diana. Not too bad. Beat It, Bad, Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal, and Thriller are the most popular. Absolutely. What year do Warner Brothers and Disney start making Warner Brother DC crossover movies? Never.
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 Disney will never go and be in bed with Paramount or Skydance.
No, they'll never make a crossover movie. I would love it, but they would never. Her lower half was remade. It was like her first time again. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
It's like her first time again.
That makes sense.
I
Yeah, yeah.
didn't think about.
Me
Oh
neither.
my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, me
Oh, that's
neither.
crazy.
Me neither. I didn't think about that. Yeah, good point. She basically their X-23. No Janet in the biopic, so we are hiding the family part of his story. I don't think they're hiding it. I
No,
just don't think it wasn't important for the story what they're
they're
going
gonna
with.
talk about the Jackson 5, but it's gonna be more about how after he left the Jackson 5, that's
Yeah,
where the story's gonna kind of start.
I agree. Janet was in Different Strokes and Willis' girlfriend for a few seasons.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Make Michael B. Jordan Denzel action comedy. Yeah,
Denzel's done. He needs to let him do what he wants to do and, be done. I mean, he's
yeah,
71, right? So, or
yeah,
70,
yeah.
is he 72? He might be 72 now. So
Hmm.
let him do what he's going to do and then ride off to the sunset and do
Retire.
one-offs every so often.
I agree. Was Robert De Niro Michelle Pfeiffer in Stardust? I have no idea.
Michelle
I,
Pfeiffer is Robert De Niro. I know Michelle Pfeiffer was a Stardust, though.
I got you. She has health issues. Who does? Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, he's talking about the actress Starfire. Starlight. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Starlight.
I got you.
And that's
You
not what
watch?
she did. Notice.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. You watch Shogun? I have not. She said no.
Shogun is fire. Oh my god, Hulu, it's fire.
That's what everybody says. I watched the first episode and I couldn't get into it.
It took about 3 episodes to really get into understanding.
Yeah, maybe I'll go back and watch it. I know because Danny loves it too.
You don't
The
like
90s
reading,
one-
though.
Was that?
You don't like reading.
That's not true.
Subtitle.
That's not true. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. Depends. As long as it's interesting. Like I said, for me, it's always about whether it keeps my interest or not. Like I'll watch movies like Train to Busan is nothing but subtitles. I love that movie. You know what I mean?
That is
So,
one of the crazy things, but yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yes, for Fernando, already seen that, and at early events and going to more early screenings, it's better than part one, and think there will be more after that.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
I feel Frank gets an attachment to every kid he helps because they remind him of his children, and
Mhm.
that's why he thinks he's helping Peter. So he's going to be helping that little black girl then in this show. That's what you're saying?
He's going to save her. He's going to save her
gonna
and bring her
save
back
her,
to her family.
Okay. Acre's Shogun is fire. So
Yeah.
John Will felt more like the Punisher than the
The
Punisher
Punisher in
movies.
the movies. Yeah.
I can see
100%.
that. I can see that. You're shaking your head to me because probably something I said, isn't it?
It's 100% something you said. This is what, come on.
Said some of Agents of Shields was good. Exactly.
Very little bit. I would say
And it's
most of season 1. I didn't hate season 2, but it didn't keep my interest. But when Costa died,
but Coulson didn't die till season like 4 or 5.
it was like 3.
No, it was like 5. So we had the Ghost Rider part. He was still alive for that.
No. When Colston died in Marvel, in the movie.
Oh, in the
You know what I'm
movie.
saying?
Oh, okay,
The
okay,
movie,
okay.
not
I got you.
necessarily- yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That was
I
like
got you.
in the middle 2 or something like that.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Because then
So
we have
you
2
weren't really a
different
fan of
things.
them bringing him back to life then.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you. Better Janet Jackson song Nasty or What Have You Done For Me Lately? Ooh, I like Nasty, but I know what have you done for me? I think I'll go with Nasty because I think What Have You Done For Me Lately is a little bit more popular, but I like Nasty.
I'll go Nasty too.
Yeah.
But I love was it a Red Velvet whatever? What's that album?
Oh,
The Velvet Rope, whatever.
Rope.
That whole
Velvet Rope.
Rope. Fuck that entire album. I was like,
yeah, it's good. It's really good. First few episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was fire, but fell off and became trash. No, I think the first few episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was trash. I think halfway through the first season is when it got good for me. Iron Fist is Asian in Marvel Rivals. Yeah, he is. And I think that we need to get a Shang-Chi and Iron Fist fight in one of these movies. Just
not with this Iron Fist what we got right now.
yeah,
Danny Rand
I
is not the Iron Fist we need. No.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Every time I see him, I think of 47 Ronin. It's terrible.
Is
47
Tarzan
Ronin. Ugh.
I didn't hate that movie though.
Dude, it's I hate.
I'm a half breed.
Yeah, that is
Fuck
bad.
off.
The Last Samurai. I don't like when this old white guy goes in there, learns their culture, and then knows the culture better than the people that have been in the culture the entire time.
So what about the one with Matt Damon?
I hate that one too.
Oh wow.
I hate all of them.
Okay.
I love Matt Damon. I love Matt Damon. I just don't like this idea that no one goes into a culture that someone's been surrounded in the culture and knows the culture better. It doesn't exist. That's not real.
I get you 100%. I get you. I understand it completely. I just think as a movie, I think it was pretty good, but I completely understand where you're coming from. The white savior shit is horrible. I agree. Is Tarzan a white savior character? I have heard a few black people claim that it is.
Not really, because he's really dealing with animals.
Yeah.
He don't really deal with the people.
Frank would blow Batman's kneecaps off.
Batman will have a plan for all the stuff, but he's going to try to capture Frank. Frank's going to try to kill Batman. Frank will be like Joker, but like with hands.
Yeah. She didn't want any part. Said nasty. No, Fernando, because Tarzan's parents are chronologically Northern European. Yeah. Is Tito Jackson too disrespected as a member of the family? I don't think he disrespected, just didn't do shit. Ain't no one cared about
Tito.
No one cared about
Didn't do a whole lot. Didn't do a whole lot compared to the others.
No,
I'm ashamed to admit this, but whenever I think of Tito, I'm reminded of a line from the movie Biodome, if anyone remembers that movie. When they throw the party in the Biodome and the scientists show up and some like drunk stoners like, who are you guys? Are you guys part of the band? And they're like, we're the Biodome 5. And then he goes, which one's Tito?
Facts.
I ain't doing shit, but doing backyard dancing.
Costner for Magneto.
Costner's done.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, Costner.
I love you, Akers. No, I can't do that.
Insidious out of the further trailer is dropping Monday. Ooh, I can't wait for that. I'm a big Insidious fan. I love those movies.
We'll watch that, and I'll be like this the entire time.
Yeah, I love the Insidious movies, so we'll get to that.
I like the Insidious movies.
Will Evil Dead burn or flop? There's a new Evil Dead movie?
Yeah, and I think it's actually supposed to come out soon from what I understand, and there's no advertising for it. It's supposed to come out in July 24th. It's supposed to be out. And we've heard nothing about it.
I didn't even know, so there you go. Do you like the board game Clue Master Detective? Never played it.
No, I like Clue.
Yeah, I like Clue too.
I like Clue, yeah.
We know you like nasty. Punisher's going to save that little black girl, and she's probably going to help him save him from all the voices and bad stuff going on in his head.
She's going to grab his hand, they're going to try to take him to his family. She's going to grab his hand and say, "You're my savior now," or something like that, to that effect. That warms your heart so much that you say, "This is my new role in life."
Yeah. And that's that black girl magic that they talk about, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so the little black girl is going to save the white man. So we have the black girl savior, which makes more sense to me. I like that. We're in the new Clue movie. Where is the new Clue movie and series announced in 2019, 2024? What delay and how to make that? Cast that and film that. What can be so hard? McConaughey for Colonel Mustard and Emma Stone. I think the Clue movies are.
Well, you know what?
Knives Out. We got Knives Out.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brian. What are you going to say?
You beat me to it. I was going to say we already have a. Brian, you just beat me to it. I was going to say we have a Clue movie. It's called Knives Out.
Yep.
Absolutely, 100%. Said as Miss Peach and Civilian Murphy for Professor Plum. I got you. Timu Iron Fist gonna lose. Facts, 100%. Brandman as Cyclops. Brandman's the wrong color though. Brian won't like that.
Cyclops have black.
Cyclops
have black and white and all those. It's a whole race of people. I have no problem with that. But Brandman is like 5'6". He's not
I think you're talking about Cyclops. Oh, I thought he was
I am
talking
Oh,
not
about
nearly
Cyclops
tall
from
enough.
X-Men.
X-Men. Okay,
Yeah,
from
yeah, from
X-Men.
X-Men. Yeah.
I,
Brandon is Wolverine.
exactly.
Frank would Frank would hit Batman in his one weak spot, his mouth. Glad you're enjoying that, Fernando. It's an honor. Shogun will be busy with that till August. Canada, New Mexico, and Japan. A lot of traveling.
Mhm.
Facts, Onzo. Thank you, Tony. See me and you.
Don't
We
say
right
that.
there.
Don't
We
say
right there,
that.
brother.
Don't do that to him.
Pauly Shore was so funny in the '90s.
So
No,
funny.
no, I did not like Pauly Shore at all. Yes, I love Son-in-Law and Biodome.
Biodome.
Said, yep.
Holly
Said,
Shore.
Onzo, where's
Yeah,
the gift you promised me? Hold on.
It's all about
I
Encino Man to
told
me.
you. I
You did
told
tell
you
him.
to reach out to me,
You
and
did.
you did not reach out to me. So I don't know how the hell I was supposed to send you a gift that you didn't reach out to me. I don't have your address or anything like that. That's your fault. You lost your chance. I gave you a chance. I said, reach out to me. I got you something, and you didn't do it. That's not on me, homie. That's not on me. Cast Pauly Shore as the helicopter character in the new show. Give him a chance to reband what show? I don't want to see
Nothing. I don't
Pauly
want to see Polly Shore again. I'm good. I'm good.
Shore. I'm Pauly Shore. That movie should make it happen. No, I ain't doing no movie with him. And
We can do a goofy movie and then bring him in for a goofy movie.
facts,
Be
100%.
Max's friend.
Nice
You know
Out is
what?
basically crew. Yeah,
It is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if they ever do a Richard Simmons biopic, that's the role that's gonna get Pauly
You're
Shore's
mighty.
Oscar.
What movie monster should have a comedy movie about them? None.
No, I don't want comedy. Mm-mm.
Brian is Cyborg and Brian is Bishop. At least they're black, you know?
Right,
I'm always Bishop. That's it. Especially with the hair. Come
right,
on.
right.
Do you think Homelander will die, or will he be a spin-off villain for the new spin-off series called The Mexican? No, he's gonna die.
He's
He's gonna die. I
Yeah.
think anything. I think anything other than would just cheapen everything.
Agreed. He has to die.
So yeah, they gotta. They're gonna have to go all the way with that.
It's
what
about
I
5'11".
Tank
5'11".
as Colossus. How tall is Tank? 5'11". Also, me and Tank are about the same height. I can see that for Tank Stacy. Yay! And Tamika,
For sure.
loves your videos. Onzo is War Machine. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Fernando. My boy.
No, you can't be the good war machine. You gotta be the bad war. You gotta be the Don Cheadle war machine. You can't be the Terrence Howard war machine.
No, I'm the Terrence Howard one. I ain't.
No. You Don Cheadle.
No,
You're a
I'm
scroll.
Terrence Howard,
You're a
bro.
scroll.
Ooh, will Coleman Domingo be nominated for a Best Supporting Actress? Look, you see, he tried to mess around with me and kicked himself off of the stream. You see that shit? That's what happens when you mess with Biggleford Entertainment, guys. You get kicked off your own stream. I had nothing to do with it. He just bounced out of there right then and there. That was because he messed with me, right? I am the Don. I am the king. Hold on, let me get rid of this one until he comes back.
You know what? Coleman Domingo. It's possible he's that great an actor.
I agree.
I freaking hate the guy already. Just going by the trailers for Michael.
I agree. And he kind of has a Joe Jackson type of look to him too.
That permanent.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, I wouldn't say permanent scowl in his otherwise roles, but in the trailers for this, he does have that permanent Joe Jackson scowl.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, give him the Oscar. I hate him already in the trailers.
I hope he gets nominated for it, right? And I'll get to see his performance when we get to watch the movie. But from right now, what I'm seeing in the trailer, I think it looks really good. So
yeah.
What was my birthday gift? I wasn't asking for one, but you said you had something for me. Is that Bryon? Bryon has something for you? Oh. I have no idea. You'd have to ask him when he comes back. What is the best movie moment you've seen in cinema? Ooh.
If I had to pick just one, man, that's tough.
It is tough. I mean, Endgame is up there. Endgame is up there, but you see what happens when you mess with me, bro?
See what he does? You see what he
You see
did?
what happens when you mess with me, bro?
Timu, StreamYard. thing. And then I'm sitting there. I'm like, what? So nothing else? I can't even get back in here? He said, no. I had to go all the way back out. I was like, this is some
See,
bull.
my StreamYard is tailored to me, and it understands when you say some disrespectful crap to Nzo, it's gonna kick your ass out, and that's exactly what happened. I'm
Man, well, Nzo is the worst.
You see?
This is bullshit, guys.
You
Can't
see?
say Nzo. This is ridiculous.
All right, guys, we'll get to these last comments and then close it up. What's the best movie moment you've seen in cinema? Oof. Endgame's got to be up there. Endgame's got to be up there.
That's the one. That's the first one that probably springs to mind for me. Is, especially seeing that on IMAX with a theater full of people and
100.
everyone was super hype.
100%. I think
What else tops that?
For real. I think Starlights and Kimiko will be the only soups from the main cast who will survive. I could see that. International audience will embrace Michael movie at the box office. Very concerned domestic audience find a way to trash the film by bringing up child molestation trial. You are 100% correct on that one. I think we talked about it before where I think you're going to see a big discrepancy between domestic and international for that. Bryon or Tank, I don't remember. Okay, so this one was for you, Bryon, when you actually said some crap about me and got kicked off the stream. But he said, what was my birthday gift? I wasn't asking for one, but you said you had something for me. That's Delta Dance.
No, we sent it already out.
Okay, so they sent it out, so you'll get it pretty soon. Domingo was an excellent actor and has a bright future. I've been a huge fan since Fear the Walking Dead. Same here, 100%. Domingo was also in the Fire in Color Purple. I didn't see the new remake Color Purple, so I don't know about that one. And I think Bitcher wants to be. Yeah, you better put it on the screen and don't say it.
I ain't saying nothing else. I got my own side.
I think Butcher wants to be with his wife, so I think he will die.
He
Butcher dies too. Yeah, Butcher dies too. And I know they're not gonna follow some of the comic stuff, but if you know the comic, it's Huey that kills Butcher.
Yep.
I don't think they're gonna do that in this stuff.
And the Homelander's not gonna go as Homelander as a clone. That's not gonna happen either. So.
Yeah, I agree. Luke, I'm in your father is my favorite moment. I could see that. Okay. Huey still lives to tell the story. Red Star. I could see Huey living too. I think Huey's gonna live. Huey and Starlight are probably gonna live. I think Deep will survive. He's going back to the ocean with his boo octopus and going to live his best life. I said that earlier. I think Deep is going to survive 100%.
I think he's going to live. I don't think he's going to get any kind of redemptive arc. I think death is a little too easy for him.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think I think he's going to live, but something very humiliating is going to happen to him.
100%. He already pissed himself in the last episode when Homelander looked at him, so we got more of that stuff. But guys, thank you for popping in. That is the show. I appreciate everybody that came in here, all of you guys with your comments and everything. It was a great show. I want to thank Brandman for joining us this morning as well. And I'm going to let you guys talk about your channel, whoever wants to do it before you go. And Brandman, Bryon, go ahead.
I got it.
No, you do this. You go ahead. I got this.
No. Okay.
You go ahead.
In any case, you can find us on YouTube under Spoiler Kings. We do live streams every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We also do watch-alongs on Saturday nights at the same time. You can find us on Facebook as well under Spoiler Kings and on Instagram under Spoiler Kings Review.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, Delta Dan. Much appreciated. I am Big Afford Entertainment. Make sure to stay tuned to the channels for all the stuff that we do. Make sure you're following the Spoiler Kings for all the stuff that they do as well. And we are outie. Peace.